Welcome to the Clash of Clans World Championships. This is the October Qualifier, day number 2, with 4 teams remaining and their sights set on the last golden ticket. I am Judo Sloth. At the top of the show is Woody. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Thanks very much for the introduction, Judo. Howdy, y'all, and welcome to the last qualifier of the year through our regular season. Just that one tiny golden ticket they'll give away, but boy, is it important. Let's go ahead and take a look now at what the teams had to go through to get here.
Yes, they battled through the CWL, then through the pre-qualifier, day number 1, and now we have the final day. We've already had a bunch of teams gaining the golden ticket, so why don't we have a look at those clans and see who is already into the final. In Season 1, we had Alternate Attacks, then we had Tompanai Empire, Queen Walker Season 3, JX Tiger, Bad Zinger last month, and obviously that final golden ticket today, Woody.
Right, you are through the Clan War Leagues into Phase 2 and passing Day 1's competition. They have done it before. These teams all lined up, holding on to tickets, but there's 4 teams left for this month to try to get that very last spot. We are so excited to find out who among these 4 in our double elimination bracket will get a shot at it to join the rest of those squads at the World Finals coming up in December. This is a $1 million prize pool event, and so much is on the line for that final event, entry of which we are really trying to award. But Judo, take a look at what's up for grabs today.
Yes, we've already had yesterday the 5th and the 6th teams determined. So the teams battling today are from 4th to 1st. $15,000 for the team placing first today, but obviously getting that golden ticket, joining the teams I mentioned, and in second place, they would be getting the silver ticket to the last chance, obviously joining the other teams you've seen, a bunch of prize money, but they are aiming for that $1 million prize pool, the lion's share in the finals as their main goal, Woody.
Absolutely. That is exactly what their eyes are on today. And with the final chance to do it, we're just going to have to find out by taking a look at the bracket, which team it's going to be that moves on. First of all, let's review the matches from yesterday. Starting off with the first round, Genshin fell to Vatang. In round 2, we saw ZBB versus Shark Assassins. ZBB advanced. Judo?
Then we moved to the number 1 seed, Tribe Gaming, who were knocked out by Vatang. A very close matchup. We then seen Indian Clashers taking the victory, progressing to face Vatang later today. But then we moved down to the elimination part of the bracket, Woody.
That's right, elimination, and Shark Assassins unfortunately took the loss on the right start. Tribe Gaming advanced to the 7th round and will face off against ZBB AOE, victorious over Gensun, the second team to be eliminated. That leaves just 4 teams left now. The bottom bracket in still that elimination position. But up in the top, Vatang and Indian Clashers both have a life to spare. They are going to have an advantageous spot in round 10 if they do manage to get the win there, because if you win round 10 from the upper bracket, you win the whole thing. However, we could have the potential for a bracket reset if the team that comes from the lower bracket gets that win in round 10 with a tantalizing match 11 to crown our champions.
It just means the teams on the bottom have so much more work, don't they, Woody? But why don't we take a look at a couple of replays from yesterday, game-changing moments, if you will. There was a lot of them. Now, this first one is Landslaughter. This is the attack I mentioned at the end of yesterday, because this gave Vatang the victory in that first matchup, which was crucial to make them play Tribe Gaming, where they obviously went on to win there as well, Woody.
Oh yeah, and taking a look at these replays is just such a great reminder of the fantastic skill brought to bear on offense, the variety of these attacking strategies. I did notice a lot of Lava Hounds yesterday. I think that is probably the dominant aerial attack strat. You see the second attack from Nebrax also leveraging them. but there's lots of variety within that strategy, whether or not you use a queen charge, whether or not there's a blizzard to start things off, or whether you just want to go for dragons instead. Dragon Riders still seeing a lot of usage as well. And down on the ground, P.E.K.K.A Smash and a hybrid attack with Hogs and Miners working particularly amazing.
Yeah, we did see a lot of diversity in attacks, which excites me. It must be really difficult for base builders for sure. But why don't we ask the community for their predictions? You know we love to do this. So match number 2 of today, which is Vatang versus Indian Clashers. Let us know in the chat, hashtag VT for Vatang or hashtag IC if you think Indian Clashers will win. Tough matchup that one, Woody, but we'll be progressing the winner in towards today's final.
Right, you are, Judo. These are 2 undefeated teams in our bracket today. Indian Clashers, the 2nd seed, only picked up 1 win yesterday, but they did so in style. Vatang, on the other hand, had to claw back from the bottom spot, defeating Tribe Gaming, though, and they've got just as great a storyline built up for them as well.
They certainly do, but with that, I think it is time to get into the first matchup and throw it across to our casters.
So much Woody and Judo Sloth. I'm Carbon Finn, joined here with Itsu to bring you the next match here in the elimination bracket. Down here, you cannot lose. And this one, Itsu, we've got a big war, which is going to be Tribe Gaming. We'll be playing down here versus actually ZBB. What do you think about this elimination match here, Itsu?
This is going to be quite an interesting one. But well, as you said, everything is on the line. Those teams have to perform now to make sure they can actually, well, continue in this event. And they don't want to fall short now because they have already one loss on their back. So this is the last chance.
It is indeed, but nobody has, well, we had Bazinga coming from the low bracket. It's only happened once. I was going to say nobody, but I just thought about last month. Because if you're down here, you have to play so many more matches, and you have to win the finals match 2 times in a row. And we're going to be seeing the, well, hold on, we'll be able to see it once the attack comes up. But the biggest thing, all right, here we go with the very first hit on Nebrax's base, and we've got ourselves a mass Inferno Dragons.
Yeah, and that's on the base where yesterday Vatang had a couple of problems, so they're rerunning this base in the all-deciding match, which is quite interesting. Apparently they really want to save a couple of their bases, and with this Inferno Dragon Rider attack, they're going all in with this Blim flying across. He needs to make sure that this Warden ability is catching everything. The Warden has to be used because there's some Clan Castle troops on the Warden, and is this Blim going to connect to the Town Hall? There's the freeze, there is the Sweeper push, but this Blim is reaching the target, but the NATO!
Yeah, the tornado does spin them around, and the Dragon Rider is trying to secure the Town Hall. Will it? No! Wait!
What?
The death damage of the Dragon Rider clutches the Town Hall!
This Sweeper coming in clutch to push the Dragon Rider on top of the Town Hall. That was really impressive. The Queen, though, has no ability, like, is using her ability to make sure that she's staying alive. The Royal Champ has to go all the distance. 2 expos. The first one is under attack. The defending Royal Champion has been taken down, but this back-end multi-Inferno Towers keep staying up. The Royal Champion has to keep pushing through. But, Corbin, there's quite some defenses left in this base.
There are, and the Owl is slowly trying to take the health away of the multi-target Inferno. Doesn't look like he'll be able to, but the RC's ability should skip through. Does not take out the Wizard. That finally it goes down. Down goes the cannon. But notice he doesn't have much cleanup. So this is looking like just a low 2-star. 72% here is a great defense for Nebex of Tribe Gaming. And you're going to have to still be... We've seen these wars before where Vatang, they put up back-to-back 14 stars wars. We saw Indian Clashers come in really strong defenses. So that is what Tribe is going to have to try to do. Strong defensive side of the game, and then they're going to have to answer with 3 stars of their own. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, and with this strategy, with those Inferno Dragons and Dragon Riders, you're going all in. As you just said, there is no cleanup troops, which can provide some extra percentages. So even though on the right side we had a lot of free percentages, it was not possible to grab them. And now we have the first attack for Tribe. Exorcist is coming in, and he really likes to hype his attacks up. And that's fully deserved because he's coming in with really creative attacks. Choosing the Queen Charge Dragon Rider attack this time. His Queen Charge Dragon Rider attacks typically have like some sort of a twist to it. So I'm super excited to see what exactly it's going to be. Wait a second, this armor cap, is it going to distract the Queen? Yes, it is. This now could cost him.
Yeah, the Queen does walk her way back in towards the scatter shot, though. Let's see how he's going to adapt. We have a single target Inferno a little bit higher up, so if the Queen decides to kind of go towards the enemy Queen, that single could lock on to the Queen. There's the Rage. He wall broke the Queen again so she can step through here. Now, this is that single is going to be the biggest threat as this Queen is approaching this area now.
Yeah, and he's going for the Lock Launcher, King at the bottom side, but this Queen can go wherever she wants to because, well, the Wizard Tower, the cannon, everything is still alive, and this air defense could actually pull his Queen away from the Single Inferno Tower, especially because the Single is so far away. Now with the Clan Castle, at least the Queen stepped out of the Single Inferno Tower. That's some good news for him, but the question still remains, where is the Queen going? She has to go for the Town Hall. Maybe he has to use the invisibility spell to make sure that she's going to the right direction.
Well, he knows that he has time to deal with it because the Lava Hound and these pups is going to stall this Queen up. And look at that. The Royal Champion used to funnel this Queen to push her closer to the Town Hall. Rages the Queen up again, and he's going all out. If this Queen does not take the Town Hall down, he is in trouble. But the RC's ability took down the core, and he's continuing this push through. He uses now the invisibility spell for that Royal Champion. And the Warden has his Eternal Tome to protect these Dragon Riders. Freeze is going through, but with the Queen ability still intact, a Rage and a couple freezes, this Queen should be able to lock up the Town Hall.
Yeah, it's all about the Queen pathing. If she's going for the tunnel quickly, maybe even make sure that the Queen ability is getting used just to make sure that there's not too much damage on those Dragon Riders in a second, but he's waiting for it. He's just taking the risk, taking the damage on those Dragon Riders. And with that Queen ability, he should be looking fine. Warden ability to cover all of those red bombs. And with that freeze, he's even keeping the healers and the Queen alive.
He's got one more freeze potentially to use for the air defense. He does. Down goes the Dragon Rider to the Town Hall Poison. Has the Queen ability. And this is looking like the 3. The Yak is coming over. Queen's ability goes off. There's the Tornado Trap on the other side with 30 seconds left. Exorcist is walking away here with a 3-star for Tribe in the very first attack of day number 2 for them. Great job, great answer. The defensive side for Tribe stays strong, and then the offensive bringing in the 3-star.
Especially, I feel like this was really quick reaction by him because this was, I feel it was not planned this way because he had his lock launcher with the Dragon Rider and Loons in there, which is not your classic lock launcher Clan Castle troops, right? You want to bring maybe an extra healer, maybe like an Ice Golem, especially if it's charging into a single Inferno Tower like he did. So I feel like this attack was completely improvised, which is making this performance even more impressive. So really nicely done to him. And now we need to have the answer of ZBB, making sure they can stay close because their first attack already was with 72%, not the highest. And now we have a Queen Charge hybrid onto this base of Exorcist. 1 bomb tower around the town, which is always a good sign for a Queen Charge hybrid. But at the same time, it's a good sign for the base builder where the attacker is coming from.
Well, decides to send the Queen up top. And let's see if he can charge the... Okay, it looks like he wants this Town Hall of Exorcist because he wall breaks and actually gets both these walls open next to the Archer Tower and the Town Hall compartment. So she will step her way through here. We do have a sweeper that is pointing in this area, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. But notice there is the Clan Castle in this area, so watch out. Are we going to see potentially Rock Balloon super minions that could take this Queen down super quick if he doesn't react in time?
Yeah, that's right. The sweeper is against this charge. The Clan Castle, though, is no damage. So we don't see like a fancy Rocket Loon Clan Castle, which is really causing sometimes problems to those pros, not reacting quick enough or not reacting correct at all, like with the spell order, or not to deal with that. But now the hybrid is all out. Onto this base of Exorcist, the Queen is dealing with those lava pups. The first heal is already in place, defending against this scatter. And now the Warden, the Royal Champion, everything is following. Big question is, when is he going to use the Warden?
That's the question. As they split off, probably is going to be the best use. There's a bomb tower down here. Pops it now to protect them through the bomb tower as they move in towards Eagle. Get ready for some giant bombs. Probably see, yep, there they are, right next to this Eagle artillery. We got a few balloons on the top side to help take out that Archer Tower, freezing up the Inferno for this Queen. And now it looks like these hogs that come out of the Siege Barracks are direct targeting straight into the middle multi-target Inferno.
Yeah, but the back-end single Inferno Tower is really causing problems. This Queen had to be safe quite some times with additional spells like an invisibility spell. She has to use her ability anytime soon. Or is she? No, she's not going to leave the range. At this bottom side, the scatter shot is still staying strong. The Royal Champ ability is not even used, so this is looking good for ZBB. But the Royal Champ has to stay alive. There are the spring traps. Now they're at the bottom side. Now at the top side, is the Queen going to survive?
Oh, the Queen, the single works on her, and the Queen just barely survives and now able to get that Royal Champion ability up. Queen is just hanging on, helps clean up that Tesla, and it is indeed a 3-star. Down goes Exosys base, even though, yes, he did get the triple, but his base could not hold up against the brilliant job coming away with that Queen charge hybrid attack. But that really lends the question that I kind of posed thinking about what was in the clan castle, Itsu. When would you say using a Rocket Loon super minion CC to defend your base, when would it be ideal? Is there a certain base design that you would say?
I think when you're expecting Queen charges from your opponents, I think in general, like the Rocket Loon clan castle is really good against Queen charges. On the other side, for example, the Hound is really good depending on the timing of the Queen charge, where your Queen is about to engage the clan castle. So for example, if there's a single Inferno Tower behind the Town Hall, that's a perfect position to make sure that you have a Hound inside the clan castle, because it's making the Queen useless for so long and causing a lot of problems. So I guess it's really depending on the base and on the clan castle. I mean, a lot of small things. So you can see already how important it is to choose the right clan castle troops for the correct base and against the correct opponent, obviously. But one thing already which we have witnessed, I think both of those tribe bases were reruns of yesterday, actually. So obviously now we can like speculate what they were like thinking about. If they were like thinking, okay, they should win the first match and they feel really safe about this and they want to save the good bases for later, which on the other side is incredibly risky because, well, at this stage we have seen so many good attacks already for all of those teams, so anything can happen. But let's see if this is going to pay off for Maxi as well, because he's coming in with the Dragon Rider and a Bat Spell combination with those sneakies for the Town Hall.
He does, and now let's kind of put your expertise to the test. Let's see, you said if there's a single target Inferno by the Town Hall, maybe you would have a Lava Hound could be a good CC to help defend. Let's see, does a Lava Hound Headhunter CC come out of here? But it looks like Maxi pulled a few traps. Oh no!
Oh!
No, he dropped the sneakies, and they did pull the giant bomb on the other side. So what does he have to do now? He has to think of something to save this.
Yes, he's trying to think about something right now. And as you said, he has to somehow save this. 3 sneaky goblins is not going to be enough. He could... I don't even think... Okay, is he going to go all out? Is he just going to send everything in? That is so risky. He's even using the lock launcher right there. Maybe he's going to save the Royal Champion, which could be a good move. Or right now he has not used the Warden just yet, which you typically see with those hero dives as well. Maybe he's just right now panicking, not really sure yet.
He's adapting, and if it comes down to time at this point, oh look, there is the Lava Hound in the clan castle indeed. The poison spell coming through, which is damaging and slowing the Queen down. Sends a few Dragon Riders from the bottom side. The Town Hall, though, is still standing. Decides now to send that Grand Warden on ground, like you mentioned. Looking to take out the Seagull Artillery. He's got the bats to send in, probably potentially over on the left side. Probably that's where he wanted to send his Royal Champion to grab the Wizard Tower next to the enemy RC there.
Yeah, that's right for sure. But the Royal Champion, I feel like, is going to be needed to save that Town Hall.
He dropped her to the right.
Okay, he's feeling really safe to take down this top side around the Town Hall with those Dragon Riders, with the Royal Champion. I mean, there's no backup plan, to be honest. He has used maybe the Warden ability as well to support the Royal Champ. Letting Lassie die is, well, it's some extra DPS, which he could have saved the Warden ability for. But the Town Hall should go down with this Royal Champion, with those Dragon Riders over there as well. But the question remains, is this going to be a high percentage 2-star? He would need to, like, bypass the 72% from ZBB earlier to still keep the lead for Tribe. Otherwise, they would fall behind.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to fall behind here, but the bats have been deployed. They're running right around. He's going to have to freeze up. Oh, no, he already did freeze, so that this wizard tower is going to just shred through these bats. There's some more, and at least he finished above ZBB's percentage. He is at least taking a sigh of relief there, so they will have the advantage right now in terms of percentage, but it's all tied on stars, and it's going to be a very close war at this point now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I fully agree. Especially you really saw how he panicked, like with the ground warden getting placed so late. I think he could have gotten more with using the ground warden with the king ability. This is like why this push is so strong, making sure that you're keeping those spawn barbarians just like invincible is so powerful. And with the warden too late, unfortunately, this was not the case, but still a good save. But this is bringing this match way closer than we might have expected, especially considering that we had a 72% attack at the beginning of this match, but everything's open now again.
Absolutely. You have to be very careful on each one of your attacks. And now we have ZBB looking to answer. Can Eve Max's base be the savior that he is looking for? But this one, sending the blimp in towards the single target Inferno. Ooh, finds the gear mine and lands a little bit to the outside. It's on the other side of the wall here. Is that what he wanted? He did lure out the clan castle, though.
Yeah, he lured out the clan castle, but for sure he did want to get the single Inferno tower. Don't you think so? I feel like getting that single Inferno tower would be clutch. And maybe even the Expo investing that rage, considering that he has 4 rages overall. Like, that's quite a big amount. So investing 1 rage for the blimp could have actually been really nice, but the angle was not correct.
Yeah, the problem is that the angle didn't even allow him to go near the single target Inferno. It would have landed right onto the gold storage. But now charging this queen in towards the town hall. She does step into here. Balloon looking to pull some Sigma mines. Rage is down. She's taking out the town hall, but like you said, that single target Inferno is going to be a big problem, especially now the queen's going to step straight into the town hall poison and get slowed down.
Yeah, that would be really bad news. No, don't take away that archer tower. It could lure the queen to the outside. It could lure the queen out of the town of poison. But he's taking it down, which is causing the queen to go directly into the town of poison, which is not always the most optimal thing, to be honest. But either way, the Dragon Riders have started. They need to now support this queen. The queen is already in the single Inferno tower, and this now is a lot of damage on her.
Yeah, the Dragon Riders are... Warden, where you go? The Warden is pulling some red air bombs with the owl, but he's now failed off to go to the queen, and the Dragon Riders are pretty much gone. They're not even here anymore.
That was crazy. As well, the Headhunters, all of them got spring-trapped away. 3 Headhunters just get flinged into the air pretty much. And with this, the defending Royal Champion was able to do a lot of damage. And now everything is relying on this queen. Can he keep the queen alive to get some more percentages? ZBB needs to increase the percentage. At this right now, not sure if this is how you want to have things looking like. The Warden, the defending Eagle is still shooting. And this, without any more rages, is going to be a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. With 2 freezes left, the queen does have her ability, trying to just get any more percentage. The ability should go off. The Eagle Artillery finally pops and now freezes up that scatter shot. It does get a shot off onto the healers here. These healers are going to go down from this Eagle Artillery. There's a super wall break, so not much after that. And another freeze coming through the scatter shot and Archer Tower, looking to try to get a little bit higher than the previous attack that they heard when it started, which was what, a 72%, and this one just below the 80% mark, a 79% 2-star. And this war has been on the defensive side. The offensive side of attacks have just not been clicking here in day 2. And this is an elimination match. If you lose, you are done. You have no chance of getting that last gold or silver ticket, which this is October, the final opportunity to get it.
Yeah, that's right. So this one is going to count. Everything is on the line. It's easier said than done, especially for us, because we can just commentate all of this, but those players are feeling the pressure, are feeling the heat. And now Nebrux is coming in. He's so far has went yesterday 2 out of 2 with Blizzard Lalo, and it seems like he's going to go in with the same strategy again, coming in with the Hound, coming with a couple of moves, 2, 3 Black Mines already.
Oh, wow.
5 Black Mines already got triggered.
What?
This entry was baited, but wait a second, is there even more Black Mines? No, he's dodging the bait.
Wow. He completely still made that blimp into the compartment because the base builder knew, hey, look at all this value, the Inferno Towers, the Queen, all this stuff standing right here, and lures out that clan castle in the same process, and Rocket Loons come out, so they're going to get slowed down as they're going to push over to wherever his heroes are going to go. But brilliant value so far,
Wow.
and even grabbed the scatter shot. Oh man, it's a great setup.
I feel like at the same time, if... Oh no, wait a second. The king is going to the wrong direction.
Uh-oh.
He's going to the left. I just want to say, if entries like this work, and especially you can see the base builder tried to bait it, and you're just avoiding that bait is one of the best feelings. But exactly then, the king walked the wrong way.
Yeah.
And with this, the question is he going to get that town hall? This is like the big objective, the big next objective. But that king is, yeah, like walking with those loons on the left side, just like going with them to different places, but the wall break did not work either.
It did not open the town hall compartment. There's the tornado trap right behind the town hall. Queen's gonna step up, take out the Air Expo. Balloons are slowly coming over to the Queen with the Eagle Artillery now locking up, makes her invisible so that the Eagle didn't get a few shots. There's her ability, locks out of the clan castle, but at this point the Queen is completely going the wrong direction, going for the wall here. So this town hall is standing, and we're at 46%, so he's going to have to try to activate the town hall and then have the balloons target it.
Oh, he's starting with those loons really heavy. Only 2 group of loons so far deployed, and he has only 9 loons left, so he really needs to make sure that this town is going down. And, well, there's now the tunnel being activated. 50% is crossed. He needs to use the Warden ability soon. The Eagle is on those loons as well. Warden ability now. But the Sweeper is pushing those loons away.
Wow,
he needs to use the invisible... Oh my goodness, this was so close. But again, now he needs to go for percentages. The entry with the Blizzard worked out perfect. But then with this King walking, this is obviously causing those Lalo attacks to fail. And this did not work out. It's going to be really low percentage, 70-ish%. And with this match is getting closer and closer.
It is. It really is. It's all tied up on stars, 7-7. And it's the percentage game that is playing a role here. And it could still be anyone's match. ZBB is still in it, all tied up on stars. But the King going the wrong way completely messed this up. And also the wall break not opening up the compartment that he wanted towards the town hall, and only a 77% 2-star there for Nevex of Tribe Gaming. And this war can go either way. And the Blizzard Lalo, even though he did pull a bunch of sticking air mines that was next to that Tesla farm, just wasn't able to get it done.
Yeah, as I said, like, it was a really good job. The idea of the base builder was to bait the Blizzard, to make it kind of like it looks easy with the air defense to get that blimp into the compartment, then having 2 Black Mines to destroy the Hound ASAP pretty much, and then having Black Mines behind the air defense to make sure that the blimp is popping right away. But with the different angle and the Coco Loons as well, he completely avoided that bait. So it was a great idea, especially for those really fast-paced matches where you don't have to, like, you don't have the time to plan out those crazy attacks. But either way, ZBB is now in next, and they really need that 3-star to make sure that they're getting the lead. But there's already the NATO trap.
There it is.
This Yeti blimp, it's no safety blimp.
And the Town Hall goes down just barely, but did not take out that Air Expo. We do have the Rocket Loons coming over to the Queen here, looking to drop the poison spell. Super Minions are just out of range. They should step in here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Rocket Loons should be going down pretty quick. And then he can help charge these P.E.K.K.A.s and Super Wizards straight in towards this scatter shot. So he's already cleared the town hall, so he doesn't have to worry about that going down later in the raid. He does only have actually 1 jump, so maybe he looks to get a few wall breaks before using this jump spell.
Something which we have seen recently as well is sometimes like a complete separate P.E.K.K.A. smash. So, for example, doing the P.E.K.K.A. smash into the Eagle and then the Queen charge in from the right side with jump into the core, which is possible. But to be honest, as soon as he plays this Warden, this is not looking like that anymore. So he wants to have the Warden with that Queen walking around the top side and entering into the defending Eagle compartment with this match together. This is how things are looking like, and this so far is looking really, really nicely done.
With this funnel being set, hopefully the queen does not walk left. Okay, she is going to walk on the outside here, bringing them back around. Here comes the king, which is P.E.K.K.A Super Wizards, and he's setting up to push his way straight in towards this Eagle Artillery. Get ready for some giant bombs in this compartment. The Eagle Artillery doing some damage. There is the giant bomb, jumping his way towards the backside of this base. He still has a long way to go with just over a minute and 15 seconds left here.
Yeah, the healers are taking a long time to switch. Nearly all of the P.E.K.K.A are already down. With this, this is not how things should look like in an attack like this. But hey, he has still a lot of Super Wizards alive, which can deal a lot of damage. There's the next raid to make sure the power of the Super Wizards is even stronger, even more powerful. And with this jump, he can even access the back end compartment, which is the tunnel compartment, which he started, like, that's where he started his attack from. So he's finishing where he started. And this so far is looking strong with the queen and the Royal Champion ability not even used just yet.
Wow, the RC ability just goes off, taking out this air defense, bracing up that air expo. The king and the Barbarians finally pops the queen ability, and he is definitely going to be locking this up. He's going to take down Evecheck's base. Venus of ZBB, beautiful job here with just about 25 seconds left. Should be plenty of time for them grabbing this 3-star, and that's been this war. The 3 stars has not been common, and it's been a 2-star performance so far, but that is going to be huge. Tribe will have to 3-star their next attack just to stay even on stars, and the lead, the change is just going back and forth here.
Yeah, that's right, and really, really strong attack from ZBB. You really want to highlight that. Just the idea of this blimp in combination with this queen charge. This was not a classic P.E.K.K.A smash attack, right? With just like a ward and walk, and then you're entering into the eagle. This is how you typically see those P.E.K.K.A smash attacks. No one said this was a really fancy entry with the queen charge, with the warden combined to make this even quicker, and then with a successful jump through the entirety of the base. So really nicely done. Now is Kronos. He so far is perfect, not only in the monthly qualifier, not only the pre-qualifier, but as well yesterday. Yes. Can he keep the streak to carry Tribe into the next round? Because they really need this 3-star.
They really do. What is he, like 9 for 9, I think it is? And he's coming in with that zap. Olalo does have the Earthquake, using it to help take down the... Oh, Earthquake goes off. And he's waiting for... Okay, so he's not going to take the Queen down, which he wanted to clear the whole compartment and stuff. So the queen has about half health, or a little under half health here. Baby Dragon and Balloon does pull a Seeking Air Mine, and the Archer Tower is going down. So now he's going to set up this queen to walk her way towards this town hall here.
Yeah, and there's the wall break to get that queen into the tunnel compartment. He's even adding that king to the mix as well to make this push even stronger, to get the entire compartment. And, well, if things are going back, this king might get lured into the range of the clan caster. And if the clan caster is getting lured, and if there's a hound in there, this could really cause some problems. But so far, pathing is looking great for king and queen. He should take care of the entirety of the tunnel compartment.
Yep, town hall is going down. He can also reach the enemy queen. Should take her down. Pops the ability. Out comes the Lava Hound and the Headhunter as well. He does have 1 poison spell. Queen's going to be locking on to this Lava Hound. Now the poison spell is down, so they won't be able to grab this ground expo, but he's starting to lull already, and even still has a Royal Champion and the Stone Slammer to use.
Yeah, Loon from the right side, Slammer from the top side, but he really needs to get this first air defense out of the way to make sure this Hound is pathing through, and especially maybe triggering a couple of red bombs. So far, this was not the case. The Royal Champion is getting added actually to the Lalo from the top side, and nothing, any fancy more things are be done with the Royal Champion. Instead, everything is getting pushed into that eagle compartment. Warning ability popped as well. And with this, the push is keep going on with the first red bombs are getting triggered.
Push is looking good with the 7 more balloons to use. Notice these are just single target infernos on the back end of the space. The Dragon Rider does come out, takes out that single, and now he's moving his way to the back compartment. Ground Expo even has the World Champion ability still to use. And this is gorgeous. This is another 3-star coming in from Kronos. What a clutch attack. The pressure hit here and giving Tribe Gaming the lead back going into the final set of attacks in this war. Wow.
And with the swag in the core, it's actually now 10 out of 10 if we were right with those attacks. 10 out of 10 attacks were 3 stars from Kronos this month in the pre-qualifier and the qualifier. This is quite impressive, and well, now everything is still in Tribe's hand because they have the lead right now percentage-wise, which means if they 3-star, the match is over. But if they don't, there's the chance for ZBB if they can 3-star in their own attack.
Absolutely. Comes down to that final moment. And you've been in situations like this before, competitive scene, the esports war against these pro players. It's obviously nerve-wracking, but we have Evechek, the final attacker for Tribe Gaming. Like you mentioned, if he triples, they win no matter what. But ZBB, if they triple, it's going to put even more pressure because it won't be a percentage game at that point. There will have to be the triple coming in. But we have ZBB with the... Oh, we got Sneaky Goblins. It's going to be a drag bat. And the 15 Sneaky Goblins he wants to send to probably get that Town Hall that's on the left side over there. Looking to have this Queen go for the multi and get a little bit of value.
Oh, is that Queen coming back?
Wait a second. Queen, are you going the right way? Oh, the Arch Tower goes down. Oh, no! She goes to the Skelly. She's going the wrong way.
She is going the wrong way. Indeed, the ground skeleton's actually luring her over. Really bad news for ZBB and this attack right there. He has later dragons in the mix and even bats. And with this multi-inferno tower not going down, especially for those bat spells, this is causing a lot of problems because this multi-inferno tower is covering quite a bit. The king, though, with the Yak is going to beat through the next one. With this queen still alive, he's going to get quite some value. Even the scatter should go down with this royal ability. And there are the sneakies. We already saw today one sneaky goblin attack for the town hall, and it did fail. Can he make sure that this town is going to go down? Yes, 11 sneaky goblins still not deployed just yet. Now, wow, now is he going to get that?
I mean, he's got a stone slammer. Okay, they do lock onto the town hall. Giant bombs, small bombs, I don't know. Does he drop the rest of these? No, they go for the storage! Wait, he can make him invisible, but is there another? He rages, there's a small tornado! Uh-oh, the rage, though, does grab the town hall. Oh, man.
I think the small bomb pushed the sneaky goblins out of the NATO trap range. That was incredible close. Otherwise, those sneaky goblins could have been rotated away from the tunnel. But he's getting the tunnel down. And now it's all about this dragon push into the bottom compartment. We can see already the first traps coming up over there. The freeze really nicely onto the scatter and onto the defending queen to make this push a little bit easier and actually keep some HP on those dragons. And Corin, there's not much left in this base as long as those double multi-inferno towers are going down and he has the warden ability left.
Yeah, but we got 2 wizard towers on the top side. He's gonna have the time. Oh, he does drop the freeze, but it was a little bit late. Pops the war internal tome. He drops an additional freeze. Oh, is he gonna freeze? Yes, he does. Freezes up, but that multi-target inferno is doing amazing work to help defend for Kronos. And these dragons are not getting there in time, so he's losing these bats fast. Only 28 seconds left in the raid. He has enough dragons to finish this off, but he doesn't have the time to do it.
Yeah, but there's so many black ones as well in the core. Only 3 dragons are left in this one. And then we have the defending hound still alive as well. As you said, it's only 10 more seconds. So many air bombs. Wow. Oh my goodness. Air skeletons are up there as well. This is going to be a defense. But at the same time, taking a look at the percentage on the right side, at the bottom of your screen, you can see there's a small percentage lead, which means around about like an 85%-ish should be the deal for Tribe. But after seeing the beginning of this match, we still have to say, they still have to get that, right? Like we saw from Tribe, from ZBB, really low percentage fails. And this means anything can happen in this last attack.
Absolutely. So we know that Evechek does not have to triple. That's the key. He just has to get a 2-star and percentage. Like you said, probably around a mid-80. We will know just when the attacks will start. You'll take a look at the bottom left of your screen. It'll tell us exactly what he needs to get. And there, oh, nope, that's his hit rate right there, the 70+ percentage. But okay, you were looking at it. You are almost spot on there. 86% 2-star there for Evechek. And this would be a win for Tribe Gaming. He still has to do it. We've seen hybrid attacks before, and when you lose that queen early, things go bad. and he's doing it. And let's see if he can get through this clan castle and set this queen charge up.
Yeah, and he's not risking anything. Using those spells early to make sure this queen is staying alive. Headhunter is going down. But wait a sec. Okay, he has 2 super wall breakers to get into this base. The air defense is getting targeted right away. This queen is really smart. Where do you get queens like this? But this charge so far looks really promising right into the single inferno tower. So you might have to invest a couple of more spells to get that out of the way as well.
He does use the rage, but the queen locks onto the enemy RC. Gonna have to freeze just in time for that single target inferno. And now he drops the balloon to try to pull some traps. And the queen will... No, because she's not going directly for this talent just yet. Uses a baby dragon for the town hall. I mean, he's going to activate it. Was that... Okay. I was going to say, is that going to hit his healers here? But no, the healers are just out of range. King's coming out on the far right. Oh, queen ability, though. Giant bomb. Makes her invisible, though. Oh, my.
This is so much damage. The hybrid started a bit too late, which means all of the damage was actually on the queen. And now the queen is dying, but at the same time, it's hybrid, which is actually not the worst. Having the healers switch over, because with this, you have extra healing on your hybrid, because it's a ground-based follow-up strategy. Lalo or Dragon Riders, this would be the worst, but with this setup, you have the healers transitioning over to maybe the Royal Champion or something. Remember, he needs to get like an 86% 2-star to win this match. And, well, so far, I don't know if it's looking good or bad. The bomb tower is going down. A lot of damage to those Hog Riders. The Eagle has to go down as well.
It does, but now they're making their way into the Eagle. It has been taken out. The RC is getting taken out by the defending King. He's at 67%, 68. He's got a bunch of wizards on the outside. Drops the balloon onto the mortar. 70%. The healers are transferring off. He's got a handful of miners. Is he just going to be able to get the percentage? It's going to be close. He's got an archer maybe to use on the far top side. But these miners need to make their way through. Remember, he just needed 86 to win to advance for Tribe Gaming. 80%. This is close here, Itsu.
This is so incredible close. 82%, 83% in just a second. This percentage count is getting higher and higher. But 84. Wait, is this?
There's 85.
What?
Oh, there's 86.
Oh my! What? You can see it. You can see it in his face. They have Maxi in the team, which Maxi is really good in those number games, which means they exactly knew the percentage they needed, and you can see the reaction, the expression in his face. Wow, that was
one building.
Oh my goodness! It can't be closer than that. It can't be closer than that. 0.2% being all the difference after this match.
Incredible. Unbelievable. Hey, we could have a perfect war. It comes down to that. But if it still comes down to the final attack, it still puts you on the edge of your seat, which means Tribe Gaming will be advancing. But before we go to take a look at anything else here, we gotta invite Judo back here to the desk. Judo, what are you going to be breaking down for us from that insane war?
I am too excited, Carbon. I can't concentrate. Finally, Tribe winning by one building this time. But let's take a look at one of the previous attacks. Itsu did highlight how special this P.E.K.K.A. Smash attack was from ZBB. I think they did a great job in this qualifier. So just giving them a bit of a shout out, because you don't always have to do things traditionally. He did use the blimp for the bottom area of the base, the town hall, obviously, and then the heroes for this right-hand side section. Then after this stage is done, he's going to be using the king up to the very north in order to help with that funneling for his main P.E.K.K.A. Smash. So it's very similar to, I know the Royal Ghosts are banned in the qualifier, but how you might be using them, just taking apart the base at different areas. And that's essentially all he did with this attack, meaning that the P.E.K.K.A. Smash could actually move right through the middle. So you don't always have to do things textbook. You can think outside of the box. Again, for a lot of the strategies, we talk about this all of the time in terms of the pathing. It is how are you going to create pathing and take down those important buildings to help out. So I thought it was really nice to just highlight one of their attacks again and show something a little bit outside of the box, as Itsu did mention there before, Carbon.
Absolutely. Using the queen to walk her way to the right, then join up with the Pekka Smash. It's not easy because the queen does usually have a mind of her own. You can't bring her back like you can with the Warden, but that's the offensive side. Now let's take a look at the defensive side, which is really what this war was about. So many 2-stars, and this is going to be Nebrax's base here, Itsu. What do you think about this one?
We have talked about this yesterday quite a bit with those channeling. I think this base is representing this meta right now on defense perfect. You can see the channel. You have pretty much an island of the tunnel compartment, making sure that a Pekka Smash from the other side is not guaranteed going to jump into the tunnel compartment. Instead, Pekka Smash can just get distracted from the flanks, and this did force them to an air attack, which at the end did not really pay out, especially with this NATO trap. Remember, this was only a 2nd star because this one Dragon Rider popped on top of the Town Hall. So incredible close and only a 72% defense. So it defended against air pretty well as well.
Yeah. And that was the same base that he used yesterday as well, where we saw the scatter shot taking out the healers. So Tribe rerunning some of their bases, which is kind of crazy to think about. But either way, they did a great job and they won by 1 building. And so that's going to definitely, we'll be seeing Judo a little bit later. So thank you so much for joining us and breaking down that attack. Now we're getting ready for the next match, which is the upper bracket. And we have Vatang taking on Indian Clashers. Now let's take a look at who you believe the community is going to win this war. And wow. 79% of you voted Indian Clashers here, Itsu.
That's crazy. I feel like Vatang did really good yesterday, but as well Indian Clashers, but still, I'm not sure. Like, I feel the match is way closer than this prediction. So really fan favorites of the community in Indian Clashers coming into this next match in the upper bracket. And we have talked about it, how much more easier, how much more like pressure it's taking away from you coming into the finals from the upper bracket. So this match for those 2 teams is really incredible important.
And also it's important because you win this, you're guaranteed a ticket. You, no matter what, would come in 2nd place, getting that silver ticket. So that's why winning this match right here is so important. And Vatang versus Indian Clashers is here. We've got the captain, Lancelota, Diff, Yangvi, PSW, and Yurik. And they have the experience. They've been in both of the World Championships from 2019 and 2020. They're looking to get there for a 3rd time. I mean, they're going up against Indian Clashers, who's been in the qualifiers before, but they're looking to earn a spot as well.
Yeah, that's right. Especially the performance yesterday from Indian Clashers, not only on offense, but as well their defense was looking so strong. So seeing them now against the powerhouse like Vatang is going to be interesting to see how their bases can defend against them and if they can hold them back to maybe like a 12, 13 star even, because Vatang so far has shown incredible skills and really good attacks. And I think this match is going to be a really close one.
Absolutely. And like you mentioned, the defensive side. We see a 96 to a 94 average destruction. But for Indian Clashers, what really stood out in yesterday's performance was their defenses. Their opponents just was putting up those stars that we've been seeing in Vatang. They came in with back-to-back 14-star wars yesterday. And now we're seeing them start this one off. PSW using the lightning spell to help take down at least one of the sweepers, and using the Ice Golem Queen off to the right. And then we're going to see the Hydra with the mix of dragons, Dragon Riders, and that one Inferno Dragon. Keep your eye on that one clone spell wherever he wants to drop this blimp.
Yeah, King and Queen are not even going to get funneled into that Eagle compartment. Instead, he's just going to let them walk around. This Eagle is just like going to fall, maybe due to some dragons or some loons splitting off to the side. But now this Warden following those dragons. There's the Warden ability to catch that blimp as well. Is there a NATO trap or something? But so far, this blimps look good. The clone spell, really interesting choice right there. Typically, we only see it against the single Inferno Tower. But those loons are helping to take down the Expo. And now, well, King and Queen, they're kind of struggling against the Sesafo.
Well, the Queen does have her ability, so should be able to take down the Scatter. Freezes onto the single target Inferno. Queen, yeah, the Queen's ability, she didn't get it off.
that was so unfortunate. Losing the queen in her ability could cost him, but at the same time, I mean, there are so many dragons and dragon rides left alive. It might even not be a big difference maker.
No.
And he is already celebrating. This is going to be the first 3-star for Vatang. The swag queen ability at the bottom side, still making it through. And really good job to him, but still, like, this close play was an interesting choice, just making sure that the expo is going down, so there's less damage maybe on the back end.
It wasn't indeed. I'm wondering too, because he cloned those balloons up right over the town hall. Typically, I would think, well, hey, wouldn't you want to clone the balloons somewhere away from the town hall so that Giga Explosion doesn't take them down? They could, like, clone over to grab a different building, but hey, at the end of the day, it got the 3-star, and that's what you're looking for no matter what. You get a 3-star, and the thing is, we're taking a look at the time. It only took 1 minute and 39 seconds, so that could definitely help play a role if Vatang and Indian Clashers are a very close war, because time, the average destruction, however long it took you to 3-star, would be the final tiebreaker there. And we've seen some wars come down to that in the past, but it's crazy here. But now Indian Clashers looking to answer with a Super Bowler attack.
Yeah, and I like that we're seeing those Super Bowlers at the World Championship qualifiers as well, because I know that a lot of people really don't like the housing space of them. They feel like it's too expensive to use them. But at the same time, for example, in High Legends, you see those Super Bowlers all day long. And people really use them quite a bit as well, like at the highest level of Legends. So seeing them in competitive play really is cool, in my opinion. Well, let's see if they're going to get actually the 3-star, or if I hype them up a little bit too early. But what works so far has done the job of funneling. I don't think that he's going to try to go for the scatter. Instead, only the simple and easy funnel. Now with that queen and then the Super Bowlers into the multi-inferno tower compartment should get this attack started. And, well, he has one jump to get into the main part of this base, which is the single inferno tower, which is the town hall compartment. And as long as that's going to be successful, I think it's looking good.
It is looking really good here with the jump leading into the core, but we do have the Ice Golem pop to one ability, which is slowing this area down, but he did take out the Eagle Artillery nice and early. We got some Teslas popping up into the court, but that single target Inferno right there behind the town hall, he needs to continue this push directly towards here. Here comes Hogs out of the siege barracks from the top side, raising up this town hall, but look at this path. This queen should have nowhere to go but straight to the town hall here.
Yeah, and he has done an incredible job of keeping his Super Bowlers alive. And take a look at how much damage those Super Bowlers can actually do if you keep them alive. The town was gone within 0 seconds pretty much. But hey, the top side still needs to go down with this World Champion struggling quite a bit. There's the invisibility spell. Nicely done, keeping that queen alive. And with this, it's over 1 minute still left.
Yeah.
And, well, not too much left of this base. And take a look at this 1 minion. This 1 minion on the right, taking down the gold towers and the cannon. Should be possible in 1 minute, so only this queen has to follow up on this left side.
Oh yeah, this queen's got this no problem. And did you see those Super Bowlers right near that town hall? When they were raged up, they skipped over the town hall and even reached the Archer Tower on the other side and took that down with the bounces. Because, what is it? They bounces over like 3 sections now, where there is so much more than that regular bullet. The queen is going to walk her way to the outside, easily take out this cannon and this gold storage. Beautiful job. The answer from Indian Clashers. This is the upper bracket match. They're going back-to-back 3-stars, and we saw from the first war, which it was a bunch of 2-stars, and it was really heavily contested. But since this is an upper bracket match, if you lose this war, you are not eliminated. You will still have a chance, so you would take on Tribe Gaming, and the winner of this advances to the finals, and they would be guaranteed at least a silver ticket. So that's why there's so much on the line for this match right here.
Yeah, that's right for sure. Like, this match is incredibly important for those 2 teams, and those 2 teams are looking incredible so far over this qualifier. As we said earlier, offense and defense of those 2 teams are looking really sharp, but it's all coming down now to this match to get into the ticket match. And we have now the next attack from the tank coming in. This is going to be a regular P.E.K.K.A smash, no Super Bowler in this one. But we have a Siege Barrack selected as well, so get ready for some P.E.K.K.A smash entry into most likely the Eagle compartment. Yeah. This is how things are looking like. And then we are going to use the Siege Barracks to maybe get some better funneling, or maybe he's going to enter into the scatter. Not sure just yet.
Well, yeah, because he's got that Grand Warden down right now, and typically you want the Warden to get the important defense of wherever you start. And the important defense from where he started is looking like the Eagle artillery. If he started over to the left or right, the important defense would be the scatter shots. But he's now going straight into the Eagle, and he can reach the Eagle and not get targeted onto the King, which is a really nice bonus there. And that Eagle is going down nice and quick to help set up this funnel over on the far left.
Yeah, and there was the wall break really far on the left side, getting the wall open. And this ground expo being on the King might be a big problem to him, because actually with this, the healers are not switching off to take over those P.E.K.K.A. Right now, the angle and how he's deploying those super woods as well are going to be in the angle of the scatter shot. So he needs to be careful for sure. Adding a lot of ice golems to the mix as well. The King is walking inside as well, which means he has a huge push going on. There's the rage, and the warn ability can be placed soon as well, is my guess.
Yep, there's the poison leading his way towards the town hall. That one jump spell gives them access all the way to the town hall, but this lava hound is slowing the queen down. Look at these healers transferring off the queen and now moving into the core. You need those healers to keep those P.E.K.K.A.s up, and they'll be huge tanks pulling double sinking air mines here. But this queen, oh, you can just hear the sound of those P.E.K.K.A.s disappearing one by one. But he has locked onto the town hall. The town hall poison is going to do a massive amount of damage here, including to the hog riders.
I would love to see how much damage this Town of Poison just did. I feel like just out of, like, there were so many troops getting into the Town Hall, but I feel like only 2 P.E.K.K.A. came out of the Town of Poison. Everything else just died. And, well, this is obviously with having a scatter back and an expo back and the multi-inferno tower back end, this is not going to be an easy task. At least the Queen is going to take down the single inferno tower, but going down to the giant bomb. Yeah. You can see the reaction already. He's not looking happy with how things are happening right now, especially like if there's maybe like a ground skeleton or something which is delaying this Royal Champ even further. This is not looking too good for Zhangwi.
No, it is not at all. He's got just over 30 seconds, uses the final freeze here, and you can see just the emotion on his face, knowing that he's gonna have to be putting up the 3 stars to be contending at a point like this in the competition. Only the 86% 2-star there for Vatang. So Indian Clashers, their defense is holding, but now they're going to have to answer. If they 3-star, they're taking the lead and getting that much closer to advancing to the finals here in this very last qualifiers.
Yeah, and with Indian Clashers next, they can push the lead and get the lead actually with that next 3-star maybe, depending on how they're going to come out on this one and what strategy they're going to reuse. I was really surprised by the super boaters. That's a really like a strategy which I enjoy watching because it's just so new, so fresh to the meta. We're seeing a different strategy this time, which is going to be the Queen Charge Lalo on this base. I feel like, is he going to try to Queen Charge into the single inferno tower compartment, into this expo compartment behind the town hall? Or what exactly is he going to plan, and what is he going for?
Well, he's taking his time here, going for the storage. Looks like the queen is going to be making her way to the right side. I mean, I say that, and she may just have a mind of her own and go somewhere else. But this town hall is a little bit off to the left, meaning I don't think the queen necessarily will walk in. Drops a baby dragon unless he funnels beautifully down here. There's the... Oh, never mind. So it looks like she is walking straight into the town hall. I mean, how does... Wherever the queen goes, I never have a clue.
Yeah, but that's actually a really unfortunate turn of events, because he could have actually wall break the corner that the queen is still getting into that single inferno tower compartment, because with this wall break right now, take a look at this timing. This is like the worst possible timing for him, at like, which is possible because the single inferno tower is on his queen, the defending queen is on his queen. Oh, he's using queen ability to keep her alive.
He decides not to use the invisibility spell, but you mentioned it. When the single target inferno is next to the town hall, putting a lava hound inside of your clan castle is a beautiful job. This is exactly the purpose of that CC, to help really slow that queen up, and then getting taken out. She just barely survives the single target inferno. The rage is bringing her back up to full health.
That was so clutch. That was so clutch, keeping the queen alive, but now the NATO rotating her into maybe the scatter into the back and expo. to get even more damage in this blimp is to take down this scatter shot to get some damage off that queen. Some healers are coming back to the queen to keep her alive, and now the Lalo from the right side. The Warden is coming in as well. They're the headhunters for the defending king. This could still work maybe, but there's no spreads at all for this Lalo.
The Tassa farm popping up really shred right through that Lava Hound. Trying to push his way into the multi. We got some traps here. The balloons are split off. We got a wizard tower as well. But all these defenses are just taking these balloons down so quickly.
Yeah, those bear huts really hurt when they're stacked up like this, and the Warden is not really following that perfectly. But either way, this is going to be a defense as well, which means any clashers are not able to get the lead they were looking for with this 2-star. Now it's all about percentage. We have seen earlier today already how important those percentages are. Every single bidding counts, because it might decide if you're going to go out of the tournament to the lower bracket, losing the match. But either way, this is going to be a 92% still, which is still really nicely saved. But it's not going to get to the 3-star, to the 100%, which he was looking for.
Yeah, they were looking for the 3-star, but this, I believe, should be giving them the advantage going here now at this point. It's all tied up. The 5-5 with the percentage over on Indian Clasher's side. But it's coming down to these attacks. This is the upper bracket match. You lose, you'll be taking on Tribe Gaming down the lower bracket. But we saw this Queen Charge Lalo, and you mentioned before, the Clan Castle putting a Lava Hound inside that CC. If there's a single target Inferno near a Town Hall, especially for Queen Charges, slows her down. You can look at the percent, 96 to a 93 advantage Indian Clashes. But Yurik is looking to answer with a 3-star, coming in with the P.E.K.K.A. smash, starting off the Warden walk off to the right side here. We do have a single target Inferno right near him, though.
Yeah, I feel like this might be just a really quick Warden walk just for funneling and making sure that those troops are not getting distracted. But at the same time, the question remains, how is he going to take down the tunnel? Because right now, he has the Siege Barrack selected. Typically with those entries, especially with this Inferno Tower setup, a blend would be perfect. Flying across, getting the Town Hall, getting the single Inferno Tower. Then he has to switch the Siege Machine. Maybe he's going to still do that. But either way, the P.E.K.K.A. smash is getting added. He is having two jump spells to get further into the base, and there is the blimp I was talking about.
Exactly. He's going to try to pop that Warden ability, protect not only the blimp, but also the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Super Wizards. Protecting those P.E.K.K.A.s is huge value, because you want those P.E.K.K.A.s to stay up later in the raid and have those healers transfer off to them. But the Queen's getting slowed down by the Lava Hound, but the Yetis and the Balloon right there taking out the Town Hall and the single target Inferno. And these P.E.K.K.A.s are continuing their push to the top side. Eagle Artillery still has this King ability and Royal Champion to push her way around.
Yeah, and this Queen is following perfectly. Take a look at those healers. They're even splitting up. Some of them are on the P.E.K.K.A., some of them are on the... were on the Queen to heal her up. But she's still looking healthy with her ability. The next jump is in there as well to get those P.E.K.K.A. even further into the base. The Royal Champ for the core Multi-Inferno Tower. This attack is looking awesome from Yurik.
It is. That RC is getting beautiful value. Yes, his Queen does go down. He does have, a witch and some archers that actually path their way straight to the core, taking out that Clan Castle. But look at that. The P.E.K.K.A.s, the King, is still alive on the top side, takes the scatter down, and this is brilliant. Pops that RC ability, and this will be a 3-star for Vatang.
I think this has to be one of the cleanest P.E.K.K.A. smash attacks which we have seen all qualifier long. That was really a beauty of attack. So calculated with those jump spells and everything, with the pathing of the troops, using this Royal Champ, then delayed for the core Multi-Inferno Tower. Really, really perfect on the execution part and on the planning part. So really nicely done and deserving this 3-star. At the same time, any clashes, you talked about that, having the percentage if they can 3-star, so they can keep their lead, but they have to 3-star for that, which is, well, easier said than done.
Absolutely. The pressure is mounting. Every single attack is getting harder and harder to do. We never know what plan they're going to be coming in with. They could be coming in with a mass Inferno Dragon towards the end, which we typically tend to see earlier in a raid because it doesn't require as much planning. But you've said it before, where sometimes the last base that a player or a team hits may have no plan, and they just go with whatever they want to throw at it if something does just pop in their head. But now, Indian Clashers looking to come in with the Super Witches. We've been seeing quite a bit of Super Witches in this qualifiers, and I find it really fascinating that each qualifier kind of have that 1 to 2 metas that sticks out, that comes up, that nothing changed in terms of the troops didn't receive any balance changes, things like that. And it's just people tend to say, hey, we're thinking about Super Witches, we're bringing them back, where they forgot how strong they actually were.
Yeah, that's really cool to see that every single team as well in the at the highest level has their own understanding of the meta, which is so cool. And this one is going to be the Warden Walk with those Super Witches. Needs to hurry up because we all know how slow those Super Witches are. They're incredible powerful if you can keep them on. Wait a second, that bomb tower is getting targeted first, though. He needs to invest another freeze.
Oh no, invisibility spell. Our queen should pull the Warden over. She does with the Super Witches. But we do have the Ground Expo locking onto this Warden here. So these healers will probably be staying on this Warden for a while. Or transfer off right to the Super Witch. Never mind. They don't want to heal that Warden.
they don't like the Warden, but now they're switching back. They're not really sure what they really would like to heal. But either way, then you need to find the top left side. Otherwise, the king is not going to go into that tunnel compartment. The P.E.K.K.A. from the Esports is doing a great job, but he really needs to take down the Archer Tower. The P.E.K.K.A. is now getting funneled back in. As I said, just in time. And now those Super Witches can show how strong they actually are inside this core of the base.
With the freeze under the Town Hall now, we got the King's ability going off. Barbarians spawning around the Town Hall. P.E.K.K.A. is going to help assist to take that down. But these healers are still up in the court. Now, they're trying to keep the Super Witch, but fortunately, the Super Witch did die off. Wait, healers, what are you doing? Why are you going to the one Super Witch that's not getting damaged? Healers, come back to the Queen! What are you doing? Oh my gosh, healers. I feel like he took my healers into his attack. I'm sorry. I didn't know why these healers... This is what happens to my healers. They do the same thing.
But with this now in mind, which list do you get in your next attack? Do you get actually like those smart healers which are always hitting the right troop? That might be a good fit, but either way, this attack is getting close with the Royal Champion closing in on the last couple of biddings. 25 seconds, a Lure left as well to deploy, maybe for cleanup purposes, whatever he needs to do. And with the Witch now tanking because, well, Carbon, the healers just looked into the future. They knew that this Witch is going to be the game changer. Healing the Witch up, tanking the back-end cannon. Now only the Dark Drill has to go down.
Right, World Champion, 2 shots. Bam, it is a 3-star from Indian Clashers. I guess, like you mentioned, the healer could see the future right there and healed up the Super Witch, which helped push through to the back side of the base. And Super Witch is coming through yet again. And I would love to see what the hit rate is for these Super Witches here in the qualifiers, because it's been doing really well, coming in with the 3 stars, but there's also been tied to the time fails as well, so you do have to be very careful.
Yeah, I think we've only seen like maybe 2 fails or something with those Super Witches, so the hit rate should be pretty high, but I think we're going to see those after the qualifiers. We have the next attack, and then that's Div with the Lalo. He's going with the Sui Lalo, having 1 lightning with him, just to make sure that maybe headhunters on defense in the clan castle are not going to take down his attacking Warden. There are already the first couple of Testa popping up, and those are typically combined from the tunnel with ground skeletons, which could really cause a big problem for him, because, wait a second, he has no invisibility spells with him.
No, he doesn't, so he uses the freeze. The Queen ability goes off. Oh, skeleton. The Queen doesn't look at the Town Hall, though. He won't get it down. He's not freezing up the ground expo there. I'm wondering why he's freezing up the... why did you not freeze up the ground? He just froze up the sweeper there, but he did secure the Town Hall, but he had to invest a couple more freeze spells.
Well, he wanted to have the Unicorn suffer or something. I'm not really sure, but this Unicorn really had to pay for it. But now we have the Slammer starting things off onto this Scatter, which is now really exposed due to this hero part so far. And with so many spells left, take a look at this scroll bar at the bottom. A rage, a freeze, 2 skeletons, like so many spells still left. And now he has to hit the lightning on top of those headhunters, which are running across right into the direction of this attacking Warden.
It does, with a single and a multi-target Inferno kind of isolated in the core here. We've got the poison onto the super minis that have come out of the Clan Castle. Early warden ability through a rage spell should be able to take through the enemy royal champion. There's skeleton spells there as well. Moving his way around. Warden pulling traps. Down he goes. And this is looking like a potential... Oh, wait, he's got a heal spell to protect these balloons with a freeze and a couple haste. Oh, okay. I didn't see all those spells still left.
Yeah, it's so many spells. You think like,
my.
oh, this is not looking that good.
Yeah.
And then he's like dropping one haste, another haste, a freeze, a heal spell. Where are all of those spells coming from? But he is really making things look easy. Div with that 3-star. 1 minute left to clear the last 8% of the space. And with this, the tank is yet again pushing ahead. And Indian Clashers have to come after them. I mean, Indian Clashers still, they have everything in their own hands, but they have to keep 3-starring because the tank is putting up the pressure on them. What is Div doing? Is he not happy with that one?
I don't know. He got the 3-star and it was gorgeous as well. The Queen still got the value, investing those free spells, walking away with a Ksui Lalo 3-star. So, Indian Clashers, they're going to have to put up a 3-star as well just to stay even on stars. And then the lead, again, can shift from one side of the tank to the other of Indian Clashers, going back and forth here. And this is exactly what you want to see in an upper bracket match. You win, you're guaranteed at least a silver ticket in this month's qualifiers. And here we go, Amon looking to 3-star with the Queen Charge Dragon Riders.
Take a look at this base again. We have a huge channel. Actually, this channel is open to the right side as well. So this is all one big compartment. Okay, that's looking interesting. I love the setup, like the creative approach to this base. But he has the rage.
Queen. Oh.
I mean, it was just in time, right? It was all planned like this. I'm really sure.
Absolutely. Now the Queen under the rage is getting healed back up to full health. We do have the enemy Queen near this area. Wait, Queen. Oh no, don't run on the outside. Don't go to the Teslas. There's some ground skeletons slowing it down. There's another rage investment. The enemy. Oh, the ability of the Queen though. It's going the wrong way.
He should have used the invisibility spell to actually get the Queen into the right direction. Now he has to freeze for this, like freeze the scatter, and things are really not looking good for Arman. This Queen Charge going the wrong way. This one wall break. Wait, yeah, all healers are gone.
No Queen ability as well. So he's not going to be able to get through the scatter shot, most likely. Damaging her, and she is... Oh no! And the builder is going to repair the scatter shot to full health. Now trying to push this king towards the town hall, and I don't even think he's dealt with the clan castle yet. So he's still got the poison, but anything can come out of there.
Yeah, but I think the king is not going to get in range of that clan castle just at the beginning to take down the town hall. The question though is the king going to go for the town hall? Yes, he is.
Yes, he does.
Now with the king ability, wait a second, is that town hall even going down?
Oh, what? Oh. Now he sends a blimp to secure it, and everything is going wrong here. He's got 4 Dragon Riders to use, but... Okay, the Town Hall's been secured. There's a Yeti. They're going to try to get a little bit more, but at this point now it's just trying to get as much percentage as possible. He has the Dragon Riders come up top, and you could drop the Royal Champ off to a complete different section, maybe up top at 12. Because now... No, he sends the RC with the Dragon Riders? I'm surprised. Why would you want to get some percentage up top, like those buildings? Because you're not closing in. You're going to pull out the clan castle now here.
Yeah, pulling out the clan castle, and it seems like there's a hound in there because there's so far only archers coming out. Oh wait, is this? No, it's super minions actually. Not a lot of Dragon Riders were in range. But you said at the top side, the cannon is not going down, the air defense not going down. So really a big question mark regarding the placement of this Royal Champion. And things are looking not that great overall for the percentage game.
No, that Queen walking the wrong way. And we know Lancelot, the defender. He is an absolute amazing, one of the best in the world Queen Charge attackers. So you can only imagine that Lancelot helped test Queen Charges from this angle. And this is exactly what happened. The Queen going the outside. Those Teslas luring the queen out there. Skeleton spells or skeleton traps tend to be found near Tassel Farms, and giant bombs are there just to remove potential king abilities of barbs and just to slow attackers down. And this is a low percent 2-star, 71. This is exactly what Vatang was looking for.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he did not use the invisibility spell to like redirect his queen. We are seeing that from the top players quite a bit always to get the queen back around. The community always asks for a spell to kind of like direct your heroes, and actually those invisibility spells can do exactly that if used correctly. And well, he used it for his queen, lost the queen ability anyways, and well, this overall cost him big time with the queen going the wrong direction. So really unfortunate right there. But this means Vatang has now everything in their own hands as long as they're going to get a solid attack in to finish off this match. And Lance Loader is the last attacker. And we know Lance Loader is an incredible queen charger. And he's choosing the queen charge Dragon Rider attack.
Absolutely. Let's see where he's charging this queen in. Looks to be near this eagle. Taking quite a bit of damage of the ground expo, archer tower. Invest this rage. Gonna have to in order to get this queen topped back off to full health. And more balloons are pushing their way in closer towards this eagle. A nice job taking out the eagle really quickly so he doesn't have to worry about that firing onto his queen. His queen is going to continue her charge towards the multi, the Grand Warden Altar. Look at the one jump spell if he drops it into the middle. He has access to all of these Inferno Towers.
Yeah, this looks incredible as long as the queen is not like going into the wrong direction, because she now might go for the cannon. And this means she's not going to come back. He needs to now really plan this attack. He's going to rage her, but this multi-inferno tower could really cost him. And I'm not sure yet what he's trying to go for like, with this multi, because all of those healers are in range now.
Oh no. I was thinking the queen would go right, but you know what happens. When I think she's going right, she's going to go left, taking out this scatter shot, and she's going to lock onto the gold storage. But the clan castle hasn't even been lured out as well. There's another freeze investment to try to protect these healers. I mean, I was going to say heal your healers, but you don't have a heal spell, unfortunately. And those healers are gone. So now at this point, he's looking just to secure a 2-star. And here comes the clan castle. He still has the king, which I would imagine the king was supposed to come over on the right side, go into the enemy queen and scattershot to help push that queen in towards the core. But now at this point, he's just going to have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, and that's not going to be easy at all. First, he has to take down the defending Lava Hound. And then he has to like think about what is his option. Maybe just the king again for this tunnel. We just saw in the earlier attack that the tunnel was the deciding factor. He keeps staying up, but this time the eagle is down, which means it's less damage on that king. And he has to jump to get the king into the tunnel compartment if he would like to. Otherwise, I feel like except jumping sneaky goblins, there's nothing which could actually use that jump. And well, he has the blimp still left as well if he needs to secure this town hall.
Well, he's got the Dragon Riders off to the right side with the Grand Warden moving his way in. The king is going to go to the town hall, so he's investing everything. He pops an early Warden ability. There's the rage, so he's not... Uh-oh, we got ground skeletons. Will this king even take the town hall down, though? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, boy. He's pushing it in. The town hall is secured here. He's got 67% here. Moving his way 70. Oh, it's closing in. The Warden, the Dragon Riders. He's got one more Dragon Rider into the core. And I'm here, and I think he needs, what, almost right around 78. He's got 77. We got ground skeletons. They're going to distract us. No way.
Wait.
Are you serious?
We just heard 78% for the win, which means there's one building again, which in the clashes with a 3-star, they can turn this match around and they can
tie it.
They can tie it or they can win. I think they can win
if they triple, they tie at an exact percentage. So it comes down to the average attack duration. So at this point, if Indian Clashers don't have the fast attacks, they may have to switch up their final attack, go with like a Mass E-Dragon or a Mass Inferno Dragon, because it's going to come down to time. And no, it's going to be the complete opposite of that. It's going to be the Super Witches, which are known to take all the time in the world.
Oh, that's an interesting choice then. So it needs to be a really lightning fast super witch attack, which is, as you said, not that common. So, yeah, Warden walk first, and then we have the storages in the way as well. So there's a lot of HP in front of this Warden, and he's even adding the Unicorn, which means this Warden walk is taking even longer.
Yeah, with this Warden raging him up, and we've got the Hebrews that are about to step into the rage spell. Well, remember, we think back to earlier in the war, and PSW came in with a very fast attack, which does play a role. And that's what we talk about, is if you have at least one of your attacks be right around a minute and a half to a minute 45, that will bode really well for your team if it does come down to an exact tie in a war. But now the Super Witches are down. The Queen, Warden, all making their way towards this compartment. You can see that he's funneling on two different sides. Wants to push this King into the Town Hall. And there's the jump to get the Super Witches straight into the middle by the Clan Castle.
Yeah, the King is getting used to push that King. Yeah, for the Town Hall, which is not something we're seeing that often. Most of the people with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash army, for example, are using the Blimp instead. So he's mixing things up, but he needs that quick strike, and so far this is not looking like it. So even if this is going to be 3-star, this might not be enough to just win this match, because time is going to be the deciding factor. So far still, the Town Hall has to go down. The Royal Champ is down as well to take down the defending Eagle on the far left side. And the Super Witches are spreading out. I'm not sure if it's looking good or bad, because this back-end King is still staying alive for now.
Yeah, he did have the Town Hall be taken down, but the Queen ability went off. The RC still has her ability to use, dropping a balloon onto the mortar over there, but that does not take it out. Oh, too bad he didn't save that balloon for right now, because the RC ability took down the air defense. There's a few more balloons on the top side to move their way through. The Super Witches are still there, at least one of them is. The Queen is hanging on with one freeze left. I'm thinking he should be able to 3-star this base, but there's just over 35 seconds left.
Yeah, time is going to be not going to be possible to overcome. It's going to be the 3-star, as you said, but it's not quick enough. So, but still, like those, we want to highlight those Super Witches as well, because as you said earlier, those Super Witches in this qualifier are having incredible hit rates.
Wow.
And another 3-star for Super Witches.
Yep, but there it is. Vitang is getting the victory. 92.6 and 92.6, 13-13. But the key stat is PSW right there. 1 minute and 39 seconds. That was the quickest. And then actually all of Vitang's triples were faster than all of Indian Clashers. So they had the attack duration no matter what. Even if it was a last-minute Inferno Dragon, a Mass E-Dragon attack, they would not have been able to catch up. And you're just telling yourself that unbelievable that we saw that right there coming down to the final attack, but unfortunately was not able to get it. But wow, congratulations to Vitang. They will be moving on to the Grand Finals. They are guaranteed a silver ticket now, which means Tribe Gaming will be taking on Indian Clashers in the lower brackets. So that is going to be an epic match. Unbelievable stuff there, Itsu.
Yeah, and so far all of those matches today were so incredible close. Just like the one beating difference in the first match. Then now we had a tie. So it's coming down to time. What has happened next? What is happening if everything is tied? Like, those matches so far were so incredible close. And then, obviously, as you said, coming up next with Tribe versus Indian Clashers. I mean, that's going to be an interesting one. But at the same time, I think Tribe has to step things up if they want to have a chance, because Indian Clashers are looking incredibly strong with 13 stars as well on their last match. And their Super Witches, they're looking impressive.
They are indeed, but let's go ahead and invite Judo back here to the desk to break down one of these attacks. What a war, coming down to stars and percentage all tied. It was just the attack duration there.
It was an incredible one. How did you guess I was going to be joining you? But I wanted to break down the Super Bowler attack. I know I did a P.E.K.K.A. Smash prior to this, so it's very similar, but we don't get to see many of the Super Bowler attacks, so I thought I would highlight a couple of the differences. Now, it is very similar in the setup in terms of As we mentioned in that previous attack, most popular, a Grand Warden Walk in order to start the funnel, also aiming for a key building. Doesn't go for the scatter shot in this one because it would take a lifetime, but do notice the baby dragon to funnel up at the top. Obviously, you do only have 2 super troops, and he likes the super wall breakers to get access. Obviously, we have the super bowlers. Now, the key part here is he's used the baby dragon to set the funnel for the Barbarian King to walk in towards the Eagle compartment, and this allows the super bowlers into the next compartment. So it essentially means he can flush the King, Hog Riders, and the Royal Champion coming up next down the top left-hand side of the base to keep the super bowlers moving down and towards the town hall. But a couple of differences here. Take a look at the super bowlers able to reach across to this scatter shot, in fact, which is something you wouldn't be able to do without the super bowlers. He didn't count on them taking that down, but it is just something to acknowledge they have that range. Also getting damage onto the multi-target Inferno in the opposite compartment. So a couple of key benefits to the super bowlers. Moving down towards the town hall, you can also see the value they get behind the town hall, taking down the air defense, one of the archer towers, and almost a second. So it is a very good benefit if you can predict the bounces, although it can be tricky, Carbon.
Absolutely. You have to really be careful with those super bowlers. You need to keep them alive with those healers transferring off. Beautiful job there. Incredible stuff. But now it is my pleasure to invite the special guest here today. He will be participating in the Last Chance Qualifiers, part of 11 Original, the captain, Yves Kale here. And oh man, I cannot wait for the Last Chance Qualifier. Yves Kale, welcome. How are you doing today?
Hello everyone, thanks for inviting me. I'm doing great. What insanely close wars we saw.
Yeah.
Insanely on percentage on stars tied, and in the end Batang with the fast attack, PSW with a fast attack at the beginning, opening with a 3-star, and in the end his time took Batang the victory. But yeah, as you know, my teammates from Eve Maxi and Eve Check are playing for Tribe Gaming, so I'm cheering for Tribe. I hope that the first team will make it through the lower bracket in the finals. So yeah, let's see. I hope that Maxi will have more luck in the next matchup.
Yeah, we will see indeed. And now let's go and take a look at the Last Chance Qualifier bracket, so all the viewers at home can see exactly what we're talking about and what you'll be playing through. So this is a single elimination. There's part 1 up top and part 2 down below. Each one of those parts, one person will be advancing to the World Final. So what do you think about the single elimination format, Yves Kale?
Yeah, it's a single elimination bracket. We will play on day 2. So yeah, single elimination means only 2 matches. 1 chance, it's the last chance to get the golden ticket and to go to the World's Finals. We will play against the winner of the wildcards between Reported Gaming and Train Station. Reported is very strong. It's a German team. We know them. We played them in ESL Meisterschaft and ESL Mobile Open a couple of times. They are strong. We know them. Train Station is a bit new for us. We will see. But yeah, the preparation started, and we will try to get the golden ticket in this Last Chance Qualifier for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are going to be some incredible matchups. But Itsu, is there a matchup in the Last Chance Qualifier that really stands out to you?
I think, as Carl already highlighted, the Train Station versus Reported match is kind of cool because it's like Europe versus NA, and there's always a big rivalry going on in different games as well. So I think that's kind of cool to highlight. So looking forward to that match.
Absolutely incredible. But Yves Kale, I got another question is, how is your team preparing for the Last Chance Qualifier next month?
We got the silver ticket in June, so we had a couple of months to watch and see which meta is currently on. And after the last update, we tried to figure out what is usable and which teams are using what kind of strategies. And now we started building bases, testing bases for sure. We know now that we will face a Reported Gaming or Train Station. So we will scout and have a look into their matches, what they are doing in which situation, which base style they don't like, which bases they are often attacking with. For example, Town Hall Blimps, Suilano, Wisp Blimp Lanos are interesting. And yeah, this is the first step. So we are analyzing our opponents and then start building bases and test bases. And yeah, this is insanely high investment, time investment. So you are building for like 2 or 3 weeks, testing every day. And in the end, there are 2 matchups, 2 times 45 minutes in the end. And we will decide which team will be in the end on top.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much work that goes into it. And the wars, there's not that many, but you have to really put in the work. But Judo, are there any teams that you believe that are in the Last Chance Qualifier are really well prepared for it?
I think prior to the update, I would have said QSFN because I thought they did fantastic in the last monthly qualifier. Since the update, things have changed. They've got to adapt to the meta. They did like the Sui Lalo, which still does work very well. So I still think they're in with a good shot, but MCES do tend to like their ground meta. So I think also they can beat anybody on their day. They'd probably have a good shot too. But look, all of the teams are preparing very hard, as we hear from Yves Calais. And I think it's just going to be an exciting set of matches.
It is indeed, but the one player from MCS you mentioned, I'm definitely keeping my eye on Cynthia because those Hog Riders did receive that increase, that upgraded level, so he loves to bring those. But Yves Calais, we have a question from Twitter. So Sir MMM has asked, do you have a pre-routine before important matches?
Oh, I have some. I always go and wash my hands first, so I don't have slippery hands while attacking. And also, before I go in the attack, I always take a sip of water. That's my procedure.
Oh, well, hey, you have your routine, and hopefully it's been doing well. You made it to the Last Chance Qualifier, so that is an incredible job. I just wanted to thank you so much, Yves Calais, for joining us here and providing a little bit of insight into 11 Original and your preparation. I wish you the best of luck next month in that Last Chance Qualifier, trying to get that last spot into the World Championship Finals. Thank you so much, Yves Calais.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, and let's see the last matches. Let the show go on.
Absolutely, 100%. Cannot wait for the final set of matches there. But what we're going to be doing is we're now going to learn a little bit more about funneling, the pro tips from Avatar of Bazinger.
Всем привет! Меня зовут Аватар, я игрок команды Бадзингер. Сегодня я записываю видео, чтобы попробовать рассказать о том, как строить правильный коридор. Каждый игрок наверняка слышал фразу «Для успешной атаки нужно сформировать хороший коридор». Однако как именно это делать и что это вообще такое, для многих остается загадкой. Коридором называется часть базы, оставшаяся после предзахода героями. Чем более узкий коридор, тем меньше урона получают ваши войска, так как по ним стреляет меньшее количество защитных сооружений. Как же сформировать правильный коридор? Для этого нужно обратить внимание на расположение обычных зданий, таких как шахты или казармы. Например, в данной атаке мы можем заметить хранилище эликсира на 10 часов. Проведя Квинхилл в секцию со швырятелем, мы получаем более узкий коридор со стороны орла, так как хранилище невидимо для хогов или шаров. Далее, посмотрев на центр базы, можно увидеть здесь мульти-инферно и крепость клана. Инферно следует убить при помощи королевы, а вот крепость клана нам абсолютно не важна. Хоги ее попросту не увидят. Таким образом, мы получили достаточно узкий коридор, не убивая такие строения, как хранилище и крепость клана. Также для формирования коридора отлично подойдут пустые секции. На этой базе мы видим много пустого места вокруг орла. Проведя Квинхилл вокруг этой секции, а затем отправив всадника на драконе убить орла, мы зачищаем целую четверть площади базы, даже не заводя героев внутрь. Это позволяет сформировать отличный коридор, практически не затрачивая ресурсы. Как правило, после построения такого коридора атака заканчивается успешным сносом базы на 3 звезды. Надеюсь, я был вам полезен. Всем пока!
Howdy y'all, and welcome back to the Clash of Clans World Championship. Always great to get a little bit of a peek from some of the pros and get some pointers from them. But we are now getting back into the action where our 9th match will be starting up shortly. I'm returning now. My name's Woody, and I'm here with Judo Sloth. How excited are you for this final month of competition, the last golden ticket?
It is going to be an exciting match because we have a rematch of what we seen yesterday. So I think we should take a little bit of a look at where we are within the bracket, actually, so everybody knows at home. Vatang obviously getting the victory and moving forward there. And we have a rematch of Tribe Gaming and Indian Clashers from the pre-qualifier, should I say, where they faced off towards the end of the competition. Tribe Gaming getting the victory and taking the #1 seed. Indian Clashers obviously being the #2 seed, Woody.
Right, you are, Judo, but the narrowest possible of victories. The first and second seed, it was already a foregone conclusion that they would be advancing with the bye off to round 3 and 4 in the upper bracket. The stakes are so much incredibly higher at this point. It is almost impossible to compare the two in my book. What I'm more interested now in is in their performance prior to this round today. Tribe Gaming picked up 12 stars in their war against ZBB AOE, a tight war. But could you get a tighter war than the very first time draw decided in Vatang's favor, the first time draw in Clash of Clans World Championship history?
Well, it doesn't get much closer than that, I guess. I mean, it could, but obviously Indian Clashers will be a little bit
fewer seconds. Is that what you're expecting, Judo?
Yeah, I mean, it could even be completely tied. Who knows? We would go right down the rabbit hole, I guess. But how must it feel for Indian Clashers knowing that they were so close to securing a ticket? Obviously, Vatang now know they have either the golden or the silver ticket. Indian Clashers need to now win another match. Now, Tribe Gaming, we know, has the wild card ticket, but they are aiming to upgrade to the golden ticket or the silver ticket, at least if they win this matchup. And we did see in the little segment with Eve Kale that by getting the silver ticket over the wild card ticket, it would mean that they get a bye into the second round when it comes to the Last Chance Qualifier.
Right, you are, Judo. And so that really means that although Tribe are already going to get a chance for the Last Chance Qualifier guaranteed, might get a silver ticket that helps them out in that positioning, or might even get the gold for automatic advancement to the World Finals. This is Indian Clashers' last best chance. So it's time for the caster predictions. Who will win the war? Although if you had asked me before this month began between Tribe and Indian Clashers, I think I'd be tilting Tribe. But based on the performance that I've seen from Indian Clashers today and prior, as well as the fact that it is all riding on the line for them right here and now, I'm going to say Indian Clashers are going to get this one.
I would say it's a close one, but I am going to tilt on the side of Tribe because they did win that matchup in the pre-qualifier. I know Indian Clashers have had a little bit better results so far in terms of this monthly qualifier, but as Itsu very rightly pointed out, Tribe Gaming were rerunning a couple of their bases, and I wonder whether they were trying to assure they could win that last matchup between ZBB and then use their better bases against Vatang and Indian Clashers. So interesting to see how this one pans out, but we do have the team rosters. The stats are from the monthly pre-qualifier. They have not been updated as the attacks have gone on, and obviously based on a couple of the wars, they'd arguably be even higher than that, Woody.
Well, let's take a look at the lineups now. You've seen Indian Clashers. Take another look at Tribe Gaming. These 5 men on the march to victory through the lower bracket. They have had some tough runs, but have been victorious over ZBB AOE. Can they do it again to upgrade that ticket and make it in at last? Tribe Gaming were widely considered to be one of the most likely teams to get the ticket this month. Having gone down to the lower bracket, though, did they lose their shot, or will they be able to redeem now? One of the oldest esports organizations in the Clash of Clans World Championship scene, pulling on a storied history of so many amazing players who have had years all the way back to the Dark Looters. Will this be their time to shine again and prove that this is a squad with world's ambitions? Or can the Indian Clashers, the upstarts, the team that has had so many national victories and yet not gotten that big golden ticket, will this be their opportunity for revenge against Vatang?
Oh, it's not quite starting out how he would have intended with the Battle Blimp getting across to the Town Hall, but not taking it down, unless he did just want to take down the buildings in front. But it didn't look like that based on the fact that he used the Rage spell as well. Let's see what he does here, though, with the Archer Queen. And like you said, Indian Clashers, they have won ESL India a bunch of times. They also feel like Tribe Gaming is their main competitor. But look at the Archer Queen here, Woody. She is going right off course, chasing the Clan Castle troops. Definitely not what is intended. She's going completely in the other direction, but it looks like she might loop into that Town Hall after all.
I think she's going to go for the Elixir Collector next, and then it's a question of whether, she's going to go down this alleyway now. Vedant in a lot of trouble, drops that Rage spell to try to protect her from that cannon already starting to fire away, but an enemy Queen and a multi-target Inferno are going to start heating things up. How is he going to repair here? He uses the Royal Champion, who's going to catch that top compartment, as well as maybe some possibly really good shield value if it is able to knock down these Teslas. Instead, though, it's going to be a jump spell back into that compartment for the loop around to try to get that Town Hall down.
I think the Archer Queen should be safe now in terms of getting that, and she needed to because he'd already used the Royal Champion. Looks like he's actually going to send the Barbarian King into that area as well, despite the Archer Queen being able to take that down, and now starting with the Dragon Riders at the south.
Vedant was one of those players from Indian Clashers who said that Tribe was the squad he wanted to go up against. Well, you have had your chance, and here it is. 1 minute left to try to get the last final star and a long loop around to make it to there. But an Eternal Tone from the Grand Warden, perfectly timed, is going to get those Dragon Riders on task for the final air defense. This is looking really good for cleanup, but can they finish it off in time? 45 seconds left, 2 big compartments, and lots of splash damage from both the Scatter and the Eagle still up.
Oh, lots of damage in the center of the base there. Archer Queen goes down, but the main thing I notice is up towards the top of the base, the Royal Champion was not able to clear that compartment, so this is going to be a huge amount of damage, and that is even if the Dragon Riders get there. You notice the time ticking down, only 20 seconds left, and it looks like it could be the opening defense for Tribe Gaming, which is huge. Is this weighing on Indian Clashers? The repeat of the matchup from the pre-qualifiers where Tribe Gaming did indeed win with a perfect war. 98%, very close. I might have called it a little bit too early actually, Woody, because he actually nearly got that.
Ever so close. 2-star, 98%. If that Queen Walk at the beginning had just gone a little bit more according to plan, that could have made all the difference in having the time for the cleanup at the end or being able to commit the Royal Champion in a different direction. But you can't predict where those Tesla traps are going to pop up. Seeing them in the top compartment might have ended that strike at the scatter shot before she even really got a good chance to knock it down. So yeah, as you mentioned, excellent base design there to Eve Maxey. He told us that he tests against common strategies and tries to prevent the most obvious entries from being able to get success. Maybe that is what gave Tribe Gaming the win, that foresight to block against a Queen charge on the right corner of that base. Next up is going to be Eve Check using the old tried and true P.E.K.K.A. Smash with 5 Super Wizards. You only see 4, so lots of big splash damage going on into the interior.
Yeah, Evechek has been attacking towards the back end of the war for Tribe Gaming, but obviously might have just fancied the P.E.K.K.A. Smash on this one. It is his favorite attack strategy, and Evechek had one of the best responses I think I've read in terms of the player questionnaires. When we asked him, what would you do if you won the tournament? He said, let's win first, and then we can talk about it. I like the focus that he has, obviously clutching out the percentage in that previous war. He's diving in towards the Town Hall here, Woody, using the Earthquake to very wisely speed up this Grand Warden walk, take it down, and it looks like, oh, I thought the Grand Warden was going to step into the poison there, but does get pulled across by the P.E.K.K.A.
Yeah, sometimes you get an unfortunate pull when you drop a troop too early, but this time you get a really nice pull, getting able to drag that Grand Warden back out. I really like the answer that he gave earlier, but we also asked him if he had any advice for other Clash of Clans players, and he said, test out new strategies. Don't always stick to P.E.K.K.A Smash like I do. We'll see if that advice proves to be good for him as well, or if he gets the triple after all. With a 2-star 98%, Indian Clashers are so super high up there, and Echeck's bar has been set in the sky. We've now got Hogs storming in over in the top left side, along with that Royal Champion, trying to knock out that compartment and finish off an Eagle Artillery so that the remaining P.E.K.K.A Smash army is safe. I've heard one P.E.K.K.A go down, but there's another big, strong one out in front, taking a lot of blows. No jump over this last wall. Echeck is going to have to barrel through the old-fashioned way.
The healers are just keeping the P.E.K.K.A alive, but it has jumped into the scattershot compartment. Look at the 2 Expos firing at the Queen. This Royal Champion ability could be huge in order to help out. He starts to celebrate. He's obviously a couple of seconds ahead of the replay we are watching. So with that Royal Champion ability, he has an increase in confidence, still has the freeze spell. It is the freeze star, and that is huge for Echeck because he hasn't had the best of performance this qualifier, stepping up though when he really needed to. Woody, an early advantage now, only just for Tribe Gaming.
The swag freeze coming in over the top. As you mentioned, Echeck has had a difficult run so far. In fact, he has not yet gotten that 3-star. So this on his 4th attack finally gets it when they needed it. They come up above the Indian Clashers and will start out this war with a star lead.
That is how you mean to go on, especially that he hasn't been on the top performance. The fact that he has started off so well really puts their team in a good position now. I would be interested to see who they put up next. Do they go with Kronos, who has been getting the 3 stars, or does he have a little bit more time to prepare to make sure he can get that 3-star? We know Eve Maxi's had a little bit of unfortunate times through this as well, so hopefully he can indeed step up for the mark. But the E-Dragons for this one, if it came down to time, Woody, like it did for Indian Clash's previous matchup, maybe that's something they have in their minds. But let's see whether they can strike through from the skies.
Oh yeah, Ravender Sahu has told us before that Electro Dragons are his favorite attack strategy. And boy, have they really worked well for him in the past. He's been able to pick up 2 triples. I think only one of those was an E-Drag attack, but nonetheless, this is certainly a position of comfort for him now. Gets the CC pull out, and it's 3 Ice Golems, so bit of bad news on the slowdown there. Fortunately, though, Ice Golems are not too much to slow down. Like you mentioned, the Electro Dragon attack, which can go lightning fast through this base. You get a Poison out there, which isn't really going to be great value against such bulky enemy CC troops, and an additional Barbarian King to try to chop through and carve up these big icy beasts. He's starting already with the main base of the attack right now up from the top side. It's a nice funnel to begin things with here.
Yeah, he's used the Stone Slammer. I thought maybe he would be using the Battle Blimp moving into the base, but actually is hoping his heroes will dive into that compartment, with the Barbarian King still having the ability, obviously the Archer Queen as well, and he's got the wall open, so the Barbarian King can get right out ahead of the Archer Queen and secure that Town Hall, but the E-Drags struggling a little bit to get to the center of the base here. That multi-target Inferno will really start to do some damage with 6 beams banging against the troops. He's having to send the Royal Champion right into the middle.
I think that's not too bad after all. Ravender knows that he has to finish off that multi-target Inferno, or else that's going to be massive damage. You get so many dragons trying to get on in there. Single target Inferno that will stand. It's also taken out the E-Drags on the bottom right side, and now it poses a huge threat to the Archer Queen. She can't even make it past the Giga Inferno bomb there, though. And with that, Ravender Sahu is in a difficult spot. A minute left and plenty of time. But I think that single target Inferno, if it's not something else that kills him, that's going to be it that take him down.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's just no chance he could get there. I mean, you notice the clan castle in front of it as well, so it would have had more than enough time to beam through any of the dragons. Now, the archer has 40 seconds to pick away and get a couple of extra percentage points. Yeah. I know he is disappointed, obviously, without the 3-star Tribe Gaming having their own 3-star already, but in terms of percentage, we have seen how close it comes down. So at least, silver lining, there is an archer to pick off a couple of these buildings, but it is not the start that Indian Clash has needed, particularly with everything on the line. Remember, loser of this match will be eliminated, and Tribe Gaming already have their Last Chance Qualifier ticket. Indian Clashers do not have any ticket, so I would argue there's more on the line for them with this matchup.
Wow, what a finish there. An Electro Dragon Master saw who still nonetheless falls short twice now. Indian Clash is in dire straits on their first 2 strikes, not even getting a single triple. Really missing out on the funneling, I think, with those Electro Dragons, not getting the bottom compartment knocked apart, leaving that single target Inferno up to give so much firepower for the defense, and then not even succeeding on the top, not getting any Electro Dragons in the middle to the multi-target Inferno. I gotta wonder, was that the best base to attack for Mass E-Drags, or maybe should he have targeted something else?
Yeah, being honest, it didn't look like he did anything majorly wrong, so you could only assume perhaps a different strategy might have worked better, but we have also seen some pretty incredible attacks from Exorcist, who always tends to use what looks like a box standard army, but then tends to do something out of this world as well. So let's take a look at this. The Queen charging in towards that scattershot area. Looks like everything is going as intended. We know on his first attack today, it didn't really go as planned. He had to adapt on the fly, which is even more tricky to do. But with everything going to plan, that should hopefully result in a better, I would say better outcome, but he got the 3 stars anyway in that opening match.
Nice job taking down the enemy Queen before the CC pull comes out. He'll get this poison down to take care of those headhunters. Nice and safe on the back with that rage spell to keep the Queen topped off, and she'll get a little bit more work done on this bottom compartment before swooping back around to maybe even help out this P.E.K.K.A. Smash along the top side. Exosist, as oh my gosh, he's going to jump over actually, and it's going to go straight for the Town Hall compartment. Exosist, as you mentioned, is one of the most creative attackers in the game, and even with a pretty standard line such as P.E.K.K.A. Smash, he is just ungovernable, moving on all different paths and firing on every cylinder. He's going to get the 2nd star here just right after the first, and we'll try to loop back around for that multi-inferno and a scatter shot. 2 super high damage destructive defenses that Krish Vishnoy is hoping to hold on to till the end.
Trying to take a look at where the P.E.K.K.A. are. Oh, there they are, right in front of the Super Witches, so he still has them all alive. Who needs the healers with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash? You can do whatever you want when your name is Exorcist. Doing a Queen Charge, the Battle Blimp for the center, but with the P.E.K.K.A. on the outside of the base, or struggling to get towards the middle, he's got to give everything towards this Royal Champion, who is going to be able to get the scatter shot, hopefully the multi-target Inferno afterwards if he decides to freeze, which he does alongside the Expo. That turns things a little bit better, but the P.E.K.K.A. is going the complete wrong direction now. He doesn't quite have the reinforcement to this Expo. It's tough to say if he's going to be able to get this one.
Yeah, P.E.K.K.A.'s chopping a wall to go get the cannon over there. Grand Warden's going to be able to snipe it anyways, and they'll try to loop back in. 30 seconds. The P.E.K.K.A. doesn't have an easy line to get through these walls, though, so she might just be counterfeit at the end of this attack. Exos is relying solely on the Archer Queen now, whose healers are just going a little bit slowly. 97% in 14 seconds. Takes down the drill. Next target's an Elixir Storage with low health.
There we go.
The Expo is going down. Exosist has done it.
I love his reactions. Every single attack, he just keeps it super cool. I guess you always can when you're 3-starring at a rate that he has been throughout this qualifier. Beautiful job. And honestly, whenever we have the close attacks like that, I find myself looking at the player more than the gameplay, because we know they are a few seconds ahead us watching the replay, so you can tend to get a gauge on how the attack is going based on their reactions.
pro tip on commentating from Judo. Keep an eye out on those players and you might just get an idea for what is happening. I mean, I love these face cams. I think that they're fantastic. You know, the next best thing to being in a live studio with them is to be able to see them react live as these attacks go out. So next we're going to have a dragon family from Piyush. He's got 6 regular dragons and 5 dragon riders. Full commit there leaves no army camp space for healers to do a queen charge, but he is really taking his time here to get this attack planned out. All 30 seconds now tossed out the window, and here comes the deploy.
Just looking to get that funnel set up, like you said. The battle blimp will hopefully be able to get that town hall, but I'm taking a look at the sweeper and just visualizing what happened in those previous matches where the Dragon Rider crashed down onto the town hall to get it. Maybe we will have some sort of repeat of that based on the sweeper positioning, but so far so good for him. Archer Queen is trying to just thin out that side, but a couple of dragons moving across towards this right hand side, maybe a little bit late on the hero deployment, so he's not going to have a lot moving in towards that central multi, particularly with the clan castle now lured, Woody.
Yes, you are right. Piyush does take down a scatter up on the top side, though. Those 2 dragons are going to be eliminated. It's all about the bottom side of this attack now to see if they can make their loop all the way around. We've got another centralized multi-target Inferno, which has been so much trouble for Indian Clashers in their previous attacks. Finally being able to knock that down, though, the dragons are going to loop along into the interior where a clone balloon army is going to get NATO'd around. He does get the town hall, but that army has just been obliterated. As we said before, take a look at the player cams and you'll get a sense for how this thing is going. Not according to plan, according to Piyush.
He's still got quite a bit, so I think he's relatively okay here, to be honest, with the Archer Queen ability, the Royal Champion ability, just waiting to try and get through that expo. I think it was a somewhat risky, but also a wise move to use the battle blimp towards the left-hand side, maybe sensing some traps through the middle of the base. It is the 3-star, and it's not just the 3-star, Woody. It is convincing. Over 1 minute left on the clock, and they really needed that to make sure they are hot on the heels of Tribe Gaming.
Maybe he was just disappointed he didn't get to swag the freeze in the end. But, you know, sometimes you've got such an overwhelming force that even if things aren't going right in the thick of it, if you keep your head on straight and take a look at everything at your disposal, you could still get the win out there. So, yeah, I mean, if things don't go to plan A, as long as you have a plan B backup, you can still make that 3-star happen. Congratulations there to Piyush for seemingly to do just that. They will still be behind Tribe Gaming, but it's going to be up to Nebrax now to try to keep them on top.
He has used the Blizzard Lalo out of every one of his attacks in this qualifier. He got the 3 stars twice yesterday, but struggled earlier on today. So looking to turn the tides again, uses the invisibility on the air defense to push the Lava Hound up towards the 2 o'clock air defense, meaning the battle blimp is better protected. Can dive the Super Wizards right where he wanted, knocks out a scatter shot. Archer Queen will hopefully follow soon and lured that clan castle. Oh, I think he missed the Super Wizards inside the invisibility there, but I think they actually ran in. Maybe he did clip them in the end.
It looked like they went down sooner than I was expecting them to, so yeah, perhaps there was some error there with the deploy.
I think he was trying to miss the Archer Queen so that she would go down.
Well, at any rate, Nebrax will get the CC pull. Lava Hound gets popped, and the pups are finished off. It's 2 hounds left for him to deploy. Didn't get the air defense in that top right compartment with the Blizzard, and I'm wondering if that was a target or not. He's got a little bit of cleanup along the outer edges to maybe try to tick away at that. Is that cannon going to be able to defend against these archers?
I mean, I don't think he's too worried about it, but as long... Oh, there you go. They can just pick it off, which is definitely helpful. And yes, what I was trying to obviously say is trying to miss the Archer Queen with the invisibility so she is visible so the Super Wizards can take her out. And it's a tricky move. That's how he only just caught them, using the remaining invisibility spell to help that Archer Queen, diving into the bottom area of the base here with the Barbarian King aiming to flush this entire side. We might see a Royal Champion. Yep, I was going to say towards the multi-target Inferno in the center. She's actually gone up towards the air sweeper. So let's see where she goes next. Oh no, she's gone up towards the Expo. And I think he wanted that RC towards the central multi.
Must have been, because the sweeper was pointed the opposite direction, and with a single be able to burn her up, that is a low value ability that she's just forced to use there. Good eternal tone from Nebrax, though, protects these loons as they make their way right toward that multi-target Inferno. Enemy skeleton trap is going to be able to take them down, but not before they get a few shots off. That should get the multi. Balloons, one more drop. There it is.
It goes down, but he does not have a lot of force on the Town Hall, coming to it last. Hey, if you can come to the Town Hall last, want to take that risk, you can often dodge the Giga Bomb, and he does have a lot of loons. Puts in the minion to try and get that archer down a little bit quicker. Still has a freeze, which he will probably use towards that central single target Inferno. Not that it's going to do any major damage to these balloons, but just so that he has enough time. 20 seconds. The balloons do split as well, Woody. Everything going right. Look at the reactions. I love it. 3 stars for Tribe Gaming, and they are 2 stars in the lead right now.
Beautiful, brilliant, bombastic. Nebrax gets another one. Tribe Gaming are now so far and ahead. Indian Clash, it seems a foregone conclusion that they will be getting another big ticket upgrade. And this is just a heartbreaker for Indian Clash. A squad that dropped on just time tiebreaker against Vatang is now struggling, really clawing back from behind and unable to summit this peak. It is so difficult when you're in the lower bracket. Let's see if Aman can give us another shot with this Super Bowler Smash.
Well, he has been using the hybrid. He's used the Dragon Riders, quite a variety of attacks, but this is the first time we have seen him use the Super Bowlers. So let's find out if he can follow in the footsteps of his teammate in that previous matchup and get the 3 stars. It's important to note that they have to. Indian Clashers need to get 3 stars in the next 2 attacks and hope their bases hold, but one of the attackers for Tribe Gaming is Kronos, who has not failed an attack yet. Now this Grand Warden cutting it fine in terms of his health. I thought he might have used a rage spell, but not wanting to commit the 2 housing space of that spell, just the freeze to make sure the ability is not used.
Cracks another compartment as well. Aman is going to send in the queen as soon as that archer tower's down. Refocus now to that big compartment where a scatter shot starts to fire away at the bowlers. Cruising on in. Super Bowlers get excellent splash damage on that 3rd bounce and can really wreck over these walls very well. Can he get the geometry on them just perfect? Trigonometry, in fact, to try to bounce out and around to so many different targets. He's actually going to wind up going away from the Town Hall at this point, jumping into that bottom left compartment instead. 3 multi-target Infernos are really starting to heat things up for Aman, who didn't bring any heals, instead has to rely on the rage just to crack on through and try to freeze any defenses. But man, he is taking a lot of fire in the core.
Trying to make sure those healers keep on the Super Bowlers, but you see the sweeper pushing them back, air traps hitting the healers, and that has meant that the Super Bowlers are gone, Woody. He's got nothing towards the back end of the base. Now the Battle Blimp did manage to take the Town Hall, so the 2-star is locked up, but whilst he has some spells and the Royal Champion, he's got nothing towards the 2 multi-target Infernos, the Expo. There's just too much for the Royal Champion to deal with. He can commit all of the spells, try and get the percentage he wants, but this is now a very tricky situation to be in.
Yeah, that is a bit of an understatement, Judo. He is just trying to salvage with this percentage race now. There is no way the triple can happen with so much still yet up. Super Bowlers are super fun, and as a new troop, they can get a lot of respect from pros who are trying to redefine the meta. But you have really got to know what you are doing if you are going to bring in something wild, wacky, and inventive. In this case, it will fall and fall hard. Indian Clashers with another 2-star. Just tie up on stars against Tribe Gaming, who are ready to surge ahead with 2 more attacks.
It is all but confirmed at this point, isn't it? That Tribe Gaming would be moving through to that final. They do have to make sure they keep on pace, but this is important for them. Remember, even if Tribe win this, they move in towards the final from the lower bracket, meaning they would have to beat the Tang twice. So they really need to move in with as much momentum and confidence. But that is what they are looking to do. And I'll be interested to know, are they going with Eve Maxi here? Or are they going with Kronos? Because either way, they've both got the talent to get that 3-star. But if there is a major slip up, that is the only chance Indian Clashers have of winning this.
Yeah, and I do not see that happening right now from Tribe. As you mentioned, before this war began, Tribe has got the victory over Indian Clashers in the past. They've been having a rough time of it in the lower bracket, even getting a 12-12 draw. But, man, they have really turned it on when it matters most. I'd say among the top teams that I enjoy watching, Tribe Gaming has had, maybe I can call it charitably, some of the most inconsistent results, swingy results, we might say, sometimes getting perfect wars, but yeah, sometimes getting 12s. And it really just depends on whether or not it's a good day for them. It seems like today is Tribe's day.
It certainly does, and Eve Maxi knows that he just needs to play things safe here. He used a rage spell over the top of that eagle, so I wonder if he was thinking about getting the multi-target Inferno as well. But you saw a couple of air traps popping that battle blimp, it seemed early, but nothing too drastic that he couldn't react here. It's more that it looks like it just adds a little bit more damage for him moving into the base. But you see the wall break across to that left-hand side, most likely for the Barbarian King diving in there with the Archer Queen moving in towards the center of the base here. Jump spell would mean she can knock through the multi-target Inferno and move on up towards that Town Hall.
Yeah, this is some potentially amazing funneling job done by Maxi, but it's taken a long time to get it done. Queen Charge is super high value for getting a funnel set up, especially for a attack that's going to target onto defenses like Dragon Riders do. So 5 of those with plenty of cleanup from the minions. He's just got to keep them going in fast. With 2 rage spells, he ought to have that done, but would really prefer to use those on the Dragon Riders and not this Archer Queen. Facing off against 2 single target Infernos, though, kind of the signature fact of this base. Piyush is really going to have some good work here, trying to burn up a Barbarian King. First freezes out, and there's only 1 left for the other side, Judo.
Yeah, you can see that time is ticking as well, Woody. He's wanting to make sure he's got the value, and he knows this Town Hall is going down before he commits too much. The reason I think he wanted that multi is so that it doesn't lock onto the healers, but it looks like they might just be out of range here with the Archer Queen about to get to the Town Hall. He knows that with her ability, it is now secured, so he can start the Dragon Riders up to the top because time is a-ticking, and I wonder if he has enough time to get through this in terms of the 3-star.
He deployed those Dragon Riders with less than a minute remaining, and I think that is just going to be it for Eve Maxi's hopes. He is going to have to go lightning fast through this base, and without any rage or haste, I don't think it's going to happen. The remainder of this attack could be perfect. He could destroy every single defense, but he's got to get all the way to the back outer side. He brought a lot of minions here, but they're kind of swooping in behind the Dragon Riders, and this back end is just still too much to handle. Nice use of the invis here on the final line of attack, but yeah, this is just not gonna be enough time to get it. Eve Maxi doing some good work here, gets the 2-star. Indian Clash are still way far behind, but it's not the triple that we were hoping for, and they're really gonna have to improve if they want the victory over Vatang.
Yeah, they certainly will. I think just a little bit unfortunate at the start there, but hey, you know, good base design in terms of having the traps in that area meant that Eve Maxi couldn't send those Dragon Riders in too early. And I think he did that on purpose, to be honest with you, because he knew that the safe 2-star and the high percentage 2-star would still be enough to carry them through. So the last thing he wanted to do was miss that Town Hall, trying to rush and go for the 3-stars. Better to play it safe at this point for Tribe Gaming because they are that far in the lead.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, we had seen 1-stars in the past from Tribe, so definitely want to avoid that sort of disaster scenario that could give an opening to Indian Clash. But with such a huge star lead and percentage game now, Indian Clashers are just going to be languishing behind. Unfortunately, Krish Vishnoi, one of the most talented players on this lineup, is going to just once again, as it was against Batang, kind of have no hope, even with a triple, to be able to advance. This is Tribe Gaming all the way.
You can see the reaction on his face. He almost knows as well, doesn't he? I mean, he doesn't have to concentrate too much right now with the Grand Warden walk, just waiting, checking his watch almost as the Grand Warden is stepping through, but he knows that even if he 3-stars, Tribe just needs that 2-star. However, he looks like he's, I would guess, just taking out the buildings in front of the town hall and doing a bit of funneling, because this is already quite an extensive Grand Warden walk, so it looks like he's just going to strip apart the buildings by the town hall and then use the battle blimp over the top, much like what Itsu was talking about previously. But notice he does have the siege barracks selected. More than likely we will see that swapped out.
Siege Barracks does go down, and that's going to be additional funneling on the right side edge there. Big opportunity to smash through this scatter shot as well as an enemy Royal Champion getting in the interior here now, though they're going to get kind of parried out to the side. CC's going to pop out, and it's big Rocket Loons trying to crash through and crack down on these heroes, but they're going to hold on with a big army still yet to charge in. Nice placement on that Eternal Tome, gets the entire force, and they are still going to be going far and deep.
Interestingly, he did use the siege barracks, and I'm just looking at what he's expecting to get the town hall here. Grand Warden activates it, but maybe he was hoping the Archer Queen would spin around and get it. Now, the Super Witches are standing in that area. Okay, so he obviously just wanted to make sure they would jump into that little compartment behind the town hall and take it down as they did. With 1 minute remaining, though, Woody, I'm not sure he's got enough time here. The Super Witches have split up. Healers are across on the big boys and the Barbarian King. It just seems like it's going from bad to worse, unfortunately, for Indian Clashers.
Just so many defenses on the outer bottom edge, thanks to this Tesla just not able to get it down with the Queen. With her going down, there's kind of no force remaining up top. Big boys did not protect those Super Witches as needed, and the little baby dragon up top with an air defense still left to go is not going to be able to get it done. Terrifying, difficult, hard matchup for the Indian Clashers, but please note, this is a team with a national championship through the ESL winter season 2020. The Indian Clashers are actually 2-time ESL India champions and have had placements in the Clash of Clans Worlds prior to this. Let's give it up for them. Congratulations on their showing today, but with 11 stars and a percentage dipping down below, this is going to be the walk-off win coming up next from Tribe.
It certainly is, and I echo what you said about Indian Clashers. They have been rising up through the ranks throughout last year in terms of the competitive scene. They also took 3rd in the world's warm-up at the start of this year, so they have really started to make a name for themselves in the community. We've seen parts of their roster popping up as well throughout this year in terms of the qualifiers, so they are really trending up over, if you will, in terms of their route. So excited to see where they take things moving into next year, I guess. But we have the final attack. 47% needed to secure the victory. Obviously, any star would get this. So Kronos, who is currently 10 for 10 with 3-star attacks in this qualifier, I think this should be a walk in the park for him.
A titanic smash from the past. We are moving in hard and hot with those big lava hounds. 26 balloons to back up for maximum damage. And it's a Sui dive with the Queen in this bottom compartment to get the Town Hall finished off nice and early on. As you can see there, even a 0-star 47% would win it for Tribe Gaming. Kronos will be much expected to do better than that, and with the lock on the Town Hall, popping it down with the Queen ability up and at it. There it goes. Tribe Gaming will move on to the finals of your last monthly qualifier in the Clash of Clans World Championship 2021.
They know that Vatang is waiting in the wings, who they already lost to in yesterday's matches. Bearing in mind, they have to beat them twice today, but they know they have the talent to do it. Moving into this qualifier as the #1 seed, Kronos, you can see, is still very focused here, Woody, wanting to make sure he gets the 3-star, giving Tribe Gaming that momentum moving into the final.
This is such an overwhelming shutdown from Kronos now, who did all the work he needed to with the Suilalo start and is now backing it up with a gigantic army collapsing on this base. Huge Stone Slammer and Balloon Force about to path toward in on that multi-target Inferno, knock it apart. That enemy Royal Champion causing a little bit of problems now, though. Popping balloons left and right. That forces the freeze out. What is going to be able to deal with her?
Well, I don't think he's got much, to be honest. He's going to have to hope that he can maybe turn her invisible towards the end of the attack, I guess, because the balloons will get through the defenses. Hopefully they can just run past this Royal Champion. The issue he has as well is the Lava Hound across to the right-hand side. Oh, he turns the Lava Hound invisible to push the minions away from that to make sure it does not pop. The Royal Champion moves back to her platform. That is why he's celebrating. He knows that right now he is safe. 11 for 11 in terms of the attacks, and this was a fantastic performance from Tribe Gaming. 14 stars it will be, moving them into the finals, Woody.
Congratulations to Tribe on the up and up. 14 stars and a clear message sent. Vatang barely got the victory over Indian Clashers on time, but Tribe have trounced them.
Wow, just look at those stats. Fantastic performance by them, keeping up with what they put out in the monthly pre-qualifier. They had a 13.9% average across all of their wars, 97.7%, so pretty much exactly the same, Woody, in terms of how that went. They actually had an 80% hit rate throughout that, which is exactly what they got. Tribe Gaming showing what they mean moving forward. And I do want to clarify, obviously, when I was just saying that they're moving on to the finals, that is the finals of this qualifier, not the overall World Championship finals, because that is what the next set of matches are going to be for, Woody.
Tribe have scored the Clash hat trick, if you will. 3 points on top of Indian Clash. The only war that we have seen in this final qualifier with a 3-star lead. This is exactly what Tribe were hoping for, victoriously marching on toward a bigger upgrade for their ticket. No longer a wild card team, they'll have a silver ticket now. That's actually also really good news for Penta, another squad that we expect to inherit that wild card ticket.
Yes, and what it actually means is Tribe Gaming do not, I mean, this is whether they move forward. They could get the golden ticket and just, you know, move through outright. But even if they lose the next match, or they could win one and lose another, and they get the silver ticket, they actually flip into the other bracket in terms of the last chance and move forward a round. So a complete turnaround of events for them. But obviously they will have their sights set on beating Vatang. They only missed out to them by 1%. You might remember Vatang had the 14 stars, Tribe Gaming had the 13 stars, but had the better percentage. And Eve Maxi did get in 99% 2-star. So had that have been a 3, they'd have beat Vatang in the first place. But now they are going to have to beat them twice moving into the finals. However, I would like to say again, Woody, that we really should congratulate Indian Clashers for another fantastic performance throughout this qualifier.
Yeah, they've really had a great run, and over the course of this year are definitely one of the squads that have stood out on the ascendancy. You mentioned, though, about Tribe having lost on a 1% by just a single building. And that really also harkens back to what Kronos mentioned in the pre-match interview about his most memorable history of matches. And he said that it was when Tribe missed out on Worlds by 1% against Darkest Muzan. So this is a squad that knows the importance of every single individual building, but I guess Vatang do too, having just barely picked up a victory of their own against Indian Clashers. This could not be a closer result for either of them, and just with that little tiny edge out, tipping one way or the other, you know that they will put every single ounce of pressure they can to tip the scales in their favor for this final match of this entire series.
Yes, and Tribe Gaming do like to keep the wars interesting, don't they? They obviously won one of them today by one building, 0.2% across the war. But I think we should invite Itsu, actually, because he was part of that Tribe Gaming squad who knows how close the matches can get. What did you make of that last matchup? Obviously, I'm sure you're excited to see your former teammates and friends moving on to the next round.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm happy for them, and I think they did really good job in this matchup. And yeah, you talked about this 1 billion difference. In my times, it was the other way around, so let's don't talk about that too much. But yeah, overall, I think this victory for Tribe was really important, because if you want to touch on the Last Chance Qualifier again, actually, with this win, they have at least the silver ticket, which means they're going to get into the lower bracket. In the top bracket in the Last Chance Qualifier, we had teams like Aphelion, Esports, we have NCS, QSFN, a lot of favorites back then that qualified, so really strong teams. So it kind of looked like the bottom bracket might be a little bit better to play in. With this, Tribe is going to get to the lower to the bottom bracket 3, and Penta is going to replace them at the top one. So overall, I feel like this win already is giving them quite a big boost overall for the Last Chance Qualifier. But hey, the final now, they need to win twice, which they have not done so far against Vatang, so it's not going to be easy at all. But there is the chance, right? There's the chance, and so far we had incredible close matches most of the day, so anything is possible.
Yeah, and Bad Zinger got a win from the lower bracket, the first team to do it, so they've proven that it can be done, Judo.
Yeah, they have, and the thing I was going to say is that Vatang and Indian Clashers, we know, had such an incredibly close matchup, whereas Tribe Gaming seemed to walk all over that last match, so maybe that is something that will come into play in the finals. But was there any attacks that stood out for you in that last one, Itsu, that you might want to break down for us?
I mean, come on, we have to break down the attack from Kronos, because he's so far perfect over the entire month, which is already really impressive. Let's just dive into it and take a look at what exactly happened. So he's doing a Zap Lalo. He's done a lot of Lalo attacks so far. And the first thing what he's doing, he's completely clearing out this entire compartment, using those lightnings nicely for pathing as well, because now let's take a look. The next thing which is like left is the Towner, and it's kind of close to the compartment which he took down. Then he's increasing this dead zone which he started creating with like the king for the next compartment. With this you can slowly see the space is like getting smaller and smaller, and with all of this now taken down, he can then get started later from the top side with his Lalo. But the important thing right now is he's trying to send in the Royal Champ for the multi-inferno tower, which is not working because Indian Clashers did an amazing job of predicting Sons of the Warden Walk, maybe the Royal Champion trick over there or something, but there is a bait with this Testa form, which is really slowing down the Royal Champion overall. So now the Royal Champion does not get the multi-inferno tower, but hey, since it's Sui Lalo, he still has a lot of like a Lalo type of attack where he did not invest the Siege Machine early. He can just use the Slammer for this one. So he's sending in the Slammer with one test loon. And then the next thing, what I think is really good, he's doing a really wide Lalo. So starting from over here, at the same time, he's just going to count with loons from over here. So really wide Lalo, and why he's doing that is because of this one sweeper over here. This one sweeper being really important because if he's only coming from the top side, the sweeper has always one big group to push away. But with coming with so many different small groups from this top side with the loons, you can see the sweeper can't really decide whichever group he can target, and then the Slammer is finally reaching this the sweeper, and he can just overpower the back end with having the Slammer even nearly alive until the last couple of defenses were going down. And then even at the end of the attack, he's doing a really smart move. So let's speed out a little bit because the defenses are going to go down. You guys know that. But then, never underestimate anything. Don't swag your spells too early, because this can sometimes cost you. And what he's doing now, as he's approaching the last couple of defenses, and he's knowing that on this side over here, the Hound is a little bit tricky, and time is always an issue, especially in those close matches. So he's turning the Hound invisible to make sure that those minions are actually going somewhere different and doing something useful. With this, getting this 3-star at the end and keeping his perfect streak for this qualifier and pre-qualifier is really impressive. So Kronos is on fire, and so far he has not dropped one single attack overall.
Yeah, very nice performance. And like you said, that invisibility right at the end was so critical. Really just highlighting, like you said, do not swag anything. You never know when it will be critical. It might not always happen in an attack. You might be able to swag some stuff, but I bet there will be attacks where you could have changed the outcome. But we did see some fantastic defenses from Tribe Gaming as well. So let's take a little bit of a look at one of those, Itsu, and see whether... Oh, I was going to say whether we would see the traps, but we don't get to see it on this one. But what do you make of this base?
First off, there is no channel. Instead, we have a lot of openings again. On the left side, for example, to make sure wall breaks are not as easy. Then we have 3 multi-inferno towers, which is not that classic, but something which we're seeing more and more often is a lot of outside buildings in front of the town hall, protecting that town hall, because we see those sneaky goblins for the town hall compartment quite a bit now recently. And with this, you're just trying to prevent that. Then you can concentrate on the next thing with like maybe the multi-inferno tower set up, knowing that Splash really needs to be placed deep inside the base. And with this, Lado, for example, is way harder as well. So overall, step by step, you can build up your base. And then you have a really solid base which can defend even one of those top matches in the World Championship where everything is on the line. And you can see 68%. That is not the highest percentage, so it did a really good job in defending this entry.
Yeah, it was hugely important, wasn't it? And it definitely meant that although Indian Clash has got a 3-star before that one, it really just maintained Tribe's lead moving into the end of it. So again, just a fantastic matchup, and we would like to thank you for your time, Itsu, but we are going to move swiftly along. Thank you for your expertise on that one. But Woody, I think we should ask the community what they think will happen in the final matchup. Who do they think will win? So what do they need to do?
They need to let us know in the stream chat right now with the hashtags shown below in the clan emblems you see on your screen. Do you think that the next war, not who's going to get the overall golden ticket, but just the next war, is it going to go to Batang with a hashtag VT, or does it go to Tribe Gaming with hashtag TG?
Oh, I think this is going to be interesting. I can't wait until we can see what the predictions will be from the community, because they had a super close war in the first match. We know how they've started today's set of matches, so I think it is going to be interesting. But before we do get to that matchup, we have a little bit of content for you. You might remember QSFN from last month, who do have a silver ticket. We have a video with P. Castro giving us a bit of information on how he plays Clash of Clans.
Olá, o meu nome é Pedro de Castro. Eu vou contar para vocês tudo sobre a minha história no Clash of Clans e a minha jornada para se tornar um profissional e a vida de um breeder do Clash of Clans. É assim que se joga. O meu time no KSFN se formou primeiramente com o Durval e o Caetano, que iniciaram esse projeto. Aí o Durval, ele já me conhecia e me chamou. Aí algum tempo depois veio o Léo, que já era um conhecido meu, e o Giovanni. E aí, nesse ano, entrou o Lupe, que saiu da NTZ, um outro time forte brasileiro. Meu time demora mais ou menos, no mínimo, umas 2 horas de treino, né, por dia. É meio difícil, né, de ficar contando isso, porque a gente acaba que no treino a gente nem percebe o tempo que passa. E tem um pessoal que faz push, né, então isso já conta bastante. E para fazer base, geralmente eu gasto entre 20 e 1 hora. Mas isso só para fazer a base, só que aí depois tem um outro preparo, né, que é de testar a base, ajustar a base, colocar as armadilhas. Eu entrei no serviço do Clash Champs, né, de construir bases, que desde o início, né, eu sempre foquei em fazer minhas próprias bases. assim que eu entrei no KSFN, eu comecei a jogar o cenário competitivo, e nesse cenário as minhas bases começaram a funcionar bem contra os melhores clãs do mundo, e isso chamou a atenção deles. Porque é uma base que eu faço para uma outra pessoa, eu geralmente tento defender ataques mais básicos, já que eu não sei os ataques variados. E para o meu time, eu já sei contra os clãs que vou enfrentar, então eu posso tentar fazer alguma armadilha maior para baitar algum ataque. O que eu gosto da parte de construção de base é tentar... eu penso como quebra-cabeça, né, de tentar encaixar os pontos e tentar prever o que os outros atacantes irão fazer na base, defender. Os meus objetivos é tentar ajudar minha equipe o máximo possível a alcançar tudo que ela pode conseguir e também oferecer o melhor serviço possível para os meus clientes, né, já que eu trabalho com bases, com venda de base no Clash Champs. Obrigado pela visita. Vocês podem me encontrar pelo canal no YouTube Pcastro, pelo Twitter também @pcastroleão e pelo Discord Pcastro #5677. É assim que se joga.
And we're back! A big thank you to P. Castro for his willingness to show up and tell us a little bit more about what it's like to form an esports team. We know that there's so many of you out there in the chat who have got some insights of their own that they want to share about these attacks. And hey, maybe it's going to be your turn soon to come back for another Clash of Clans esports adventure with your own squad and try to get that golden ticket. But for now, we are going to refocus onto the last series of the day. It's going to be between Vatang and Tribe Gaming. Maybe just one more, or potentially two if we wind up with a bracket reset on a Tribe victory. With the four of us back now, though, I want to kick it off first to Judo and ask him what he thinks is yet to come today.
Oh, gosh. I think Tribe Gaming will win this next matchup. I just think they've put up a great performance there today. I think they were unlucky in the first one. I'm not sure about both of them, although, yeah, I'll put my neck out. I'd like to see Tribe take it from the lower bracket to truly win from the lower bracket. I don't know how Carbon feels about that, though.
Well, I mean, we're going to have to see what they can do. Vatang has been doing really good coming from the winner's bracket, getting 14 stars, another 14 stars in the first day, and they did defeat Tribe. So we're going to have to keep our eye on what Eve Maxi is going to do. I think he still has yet to try to get that 3-star because he's got a couple of 99%. So we're going to have to see what kind of that gets into his mind, especially, Woody.
Well, Itsu, give me your 5-second review because we are about to hop into the match.
I mean, I just hope for as much action as possible. I think in the best of two, it's going to be hard for Tribe to beat Vatang. They're looking really strong, so I'm just looking forward to an incredible match, Woody.
Thank you very much, sir. We're going to ask Carbon Finn and Itsu to step aside as Judo and I will take the last war of the day. Vatang versus... Oh my goodness. Vatang versus Tribe Gaming. Two squads that have both had so much success on the world stage, have even been in prior world championship matches at the world finals. But when we asked the community, it tipped so far in Vatang's favor here. 78% said that they would win the war, with only 22 for Tribe Gaming. What do you make of that, Judo?
I wonder whether the fact that Indian Clash has had such a huge community prediction over Vatang and then Vatang won, whether that is weighing on things or whether they just are in the upper bracket. But this could be our last match. If Vatang win, if Tribe Gaming win, then we will have the bracket reset and a second match between these teams. We see the rosters, you've seen them battle throughout this entire weekend. But it all comes down to this. One team will get the golden ticket, and one team will get the silver ticket. But who will it be, Woody?
Vatang, the Korean powerhouse, the top 8 squad from the 2019 World Championship, advancing to the top 4 in last year's match. Can they get another golden and improve again? Or will it be Tribe Gaming, another squad, one of the first esports official team entrants into the Clash of Clans scene, getting into the 2019 World Finals on the very first monthly qualifier? Will they be the last entrant in this year? PSW from Vatang will start off with a lightning quick deploy here. Mass drags and balloons to back it up. This is going to be a widespread on the entry and an early Eternal Tome to protect as well. Rage them up and get them in. Waste no time at all for PSW.
This is almost exactly the same as the attack we seen him do in Vatang's last matchup, where he got the 3 stars. King and Queen walking down that right-hand side. Rocket balloons for the air defense, so he can send the battle blimp in from the side of the Town Hall. Maybe worried about a tornado trap moving in over the top of the dragons. Town Hall does fall, and they actually dodge the Giga Bomb using the air sweeper there very wisely to make sure the balloons were pushed back and away from the Town Hall.
Excosyst's defenses have been hoisted by their own petard. PSW tossed that Royal Champion Shield into the fray, and that is gonna be it for me. Nothing left to deploy but a balloon and an archer. Can he clean up and finish off? Barbs are charging in, but the Wizard Tower takes them down. It's really just going to be this Dragon Rider high in the sky trying to face off against a gigantic scatter shot.
The balloon.
Enemy Builder Hut, though, locks onto the balloon instead of the Dragon Riders. Can they get in there and burn it up? This might just barely be a triple. I think he's got it.
His reaction tells it all, doesn't it? That Inferno Dragon beaming through at the end. The 3 stars for PSW and Vatang as they mean to go off. High five there to PSW. But if you remember, this is exactly what happened when Vatang and Tribe faced off yesterday. Vatang started with the 3-star. Tribe Gaming responded. We had 3 stars after 3 stars at the beginning, but with Tribe Gaming in the lower side of the bracket here, they know they have to respond and win this first war. So the pressure is very much more on Tribe than Vatang, particularly after that first attack.
It is entirely possible that this entire war goes down to just 1 single star, 1 tip up or tip down. Nebrax will be the first to attack this time for Tribe Gaming. They are really happy to switch around their attack order, and depending upon where they think they find a weakness, let the player who's got the skills go in first. Nebrax has gone first in the past, but we actually saw a different player last time. It was Evechek go for the lead in. They're going to give him a little bit more time to prep and get ready for this assault now, as Nebrax gets an eerily sneaky battle blimp into the Town Hall compartment and it just ransacks that base. First star claimed.
Very nice to have the Goblins move forward, get that Town Hall, keeping the Wizards outside of that poison so they can continue to chain through all of the buildings in that area. Oh, I thought he might have even been able to pop the Lava Hound there, but it's actually better that he can just pull the Lava Hound across, easily deal with that. So far, so good. Nebrax had 3-star after 3-star with the Blizzard Lalo yesterday, but he has struggled a little bit more with it today. But now is the time to really make sure you pull in the 3-star. Everything on the line now. They have to win this war if they want that golden ticket.
Here comes the main phase now, starting on in with the bottom side, a little bit of protection for this Archer Queen. Ice Golem is good for insulation and will be able to take out this left side compartment. Great value as well in that freeze, catching a couple of Teslas in addition to that multi-target Inferno. Another freeze spell goes down now, and Nebrax is just on fire. This is exactly what he was hoping for, and a perfect start so far. Pop the Archer Queen ability, and with the lock there, she should be able to get this. Oh no, hold on, Skeleton Trap out in front. That's going to slow her down a little bit. Can she finish off this multi-Inferno? I think she's just got it.
Oh, the Expo switched across at the final moment, but it did go down. Look at the Royal Champion in the center, though. Oh, she missed the multi-target Inferno. He used the invisibility. It had the tiniest bit of health. There's nothing he can do to take it down. It's not like he has a lightning left over or anything like that, so the balloons will track into that area. How costly will that be with the Warden ability already used? You see the haste spell down, and this could be dangerous for the balloons, Woody.
It was a hopeful haste indeed. The balloons do not take that haste into the center, and that multi will stand. No way to hop over that wall, and the Barbarian King will be going down as well. That multi is just the most valuable defense in the entire base. diff from Vatang might hold off Tribe Gaming, and Nebrax is crestfallen from this strike, leaving up too much on the back end. Couldn't knock down that multi with either the Royal Champion, Balloons, or this poor Electro Owl. A triple strike, 3 swings and a miss.
Oh, he is so close here. If the Royal Champion had have got the multi-target Inferno in the center, that was a 3-star all day long. That much health. Oh, how must he be feeling there? You could see it in his just sheer emotion at the end of the attack, but an early advantage to Vatang, and they will be feeling comfortable right now. I know they're only 1 attack in, so they'll not be too comfortable, but certainly knowing they could lose this war and still have a shot at the next one, and they are in the lead, they are right where they want to be.
Well, it seems like Tribe Gaming were the kryptonite to Indian Clashers Superman. Are they now finding just the squad that they can't beat back down? Vatang have defeated Tribe in the past, and with this opening salvo going decisively in their favor, they are going to be leading on strong to the next one. It's going to be Young V to start now for Vatang, already finding a Tribe squad that failed on their first hit. This is going to be a potential for an even bigger pickup, 6 stars total to Tribe, just hoping to pull out 5.
Yang V did get the 3 stars with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash versus Tribe when they faced off yesterday, but he did struggle in that previous matchup using this attack strategy. Nice start with the Grand Warden at the top, obviously just using him to create that funnel once the Archer Tower went down, starting with the Archer Queen. Does not want time to be a factor, and the Ice Golem should be a nice touch in order to move in and hopefully freeze both the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King you see there, although the Barbarian King unfortunately did jump over the wall.
I really think that's a big commitment for the Warden Walk. Takes a lot of time, and I don't think it's very efficient, but nonetheless, we'll see if Young V makes value out of it after all. He's popped the Eternal Tome right in the core, and once again, another centralized multi-target Inferno is going to be defending this base. Seems to be a really big favorite among defensive base builders to pop one off right there, and E-Check is not going to buck that trend. It's a massive hog army now storming on in from that siege barracks out on the right, which got some really great funneling work. They'll be able to go directly inside the base now, hopping over walls and knocking down a multi-Inferno. Not much spell support from them, though, as only 1 freeze is left in Young V's army. Drops it right now on the Town Hall to try to get that 2nd star.
Yeah, the main thing was he lost his Super Wizard, so moving down towards this back-end compartment, the P.E.K.K.A. was stuck on the skeletons. Archer Queen has the ability, so she has obviously got through the Town Hall. You see the smile on his face. He is feeling ever more confident with the Royal Champion's ability locked, loaded, ready to go for these final few defenses, Woody. There it is. The Royal Champion just needs to run across towards that remaining cannon and Archer Tower. It is all but confirmed now. Another 3-star for Vatang, and this means they are really keeping the pressure on Tribe Gaming, who have to 3-star in this next one. Otherwise, the war could slip away from them before it even begins.
Grinning, laughing, a hearty chuckle and chortle from Young V as he gives us the 2 thumbs up. But it is no smiles on the Tribe Gaming side of the battlefield. They might have been defeated, kicked down, and knocked back with an opponent who is just totally happy to laugh through it all. But this is the most grim of circumstances for Tribe now, a squad that is going up against 6 stars scored against them and needing this triple just to keep their head above water. Vatang from the upper bracket could win this war and take it all home now, Judo.
They certainly could, and they have their sights set on that. Really couldn't have asked for a better start. Like I said, when we seen them face off against each other in yesterday's matchup, we did have 2 opening 3 stars from both teams. I would argue that Nebrax was very unfortunate in that first attack. So Tribe Gaming, whilst they are behind, they certainly know they're still in this. There's a lot of attacks remaining. They've put on great performances today. They just need to keep calm. Exosist now using the P.E.K.K.A. Smash, but we know he tends to attack slightly differently than what we would expect. So let's find out what he has in store as the Archer Queen is already making her way in towards the scatter shot.
4 triples already, and Exosist is right there at the top alongside Kronos as one of the highest hit rate players for Tribe Gaming. He won't let his team down now when they need it most. A P.E.K.K.A. Smash nice and fast into that right compartment, knocking down with a Queen Charge and another Rage to finish off this CC spread out and light. It is going to be an easy poison for the attacker's delight. Exosist gets a freeze as well, and the super minions out far back with long range. He's going to have to take them down the old-fashioned way, but pops down another Archer Tower before he's done it. P.E.K.K.A. Smash into the center now with 1 jump spell ready to deploy.
You see, very similar to how he did it last time, keeping the healers with the Archer Queen, who has her sights set on the Town Hall. He has the Battle Blimp selected for that central multi-target Inferno. Archer Queen going everywhere but the Town Hall now. But as soon as this Clan Castle is down, she should take the jump and lock right onto it with the Rage spell and the invisibility to make sure it goes down. Central multi is history. We've just now got to concentrate on the P.E.K.K.A. moving down through the bottom area of the base.
Red sky at light, attacker's delight. Exosist has got blood in his eyes, ready for the furious charge to the final strike on the other end of this base. He's not got even a wall to separate him now from the bottom end to hop over. Royal Champion gets the stab in here, holding on to that ability as long as he possibly can, but he wants to get good value out of it. Might want to knock down this multi and scatter as quick as he can. She's holding on to that ability. Oh my goodness, the nerves of steel from Exosist. Tosses it off finally to knock down everything on the back and outer end. Oh, wow! An Archer Queen survives thanks to the help from her sister in arms. Royal Champion and Archer Queen get the knock apart, and Exosist will get that 3-star.
He loves to celebrate, and so he should. What a glorious attack that one was. Very well controlled all of the way down until the final moments. Like you said, holding that Royal Champion ability for when he exactly needed it. And Tribe Gaming did need that 3-star. It keeps them within this war. Any slip up from the Tang would mean Tribe Gaming have the opportunity to bounce back because their percentage was pretty high in that first attack.
Smashing success for Exosist, and you are seeing why Tribe has had so much of an opportunity time and again to get to the top. It's because they pick amazing players who are so consistent. Exosist all the way through has had a perfect run, and with Kronos being almost just as reliably, even more so, a lockdown for another 3-star. Pressure now on Urek to try to keep this up top. An unconventional full hog hit coming up next. It is a porcine assault with 28 of them following in after a Queen Charge. This is not the hybrid that we've come to see quite a bit of in the past. So what am I focusing on mostly to differentiate that from a hybrid hit here, Judo?
I think the main thing is just you don't have to worry as much about the funneling for your Hog Riders with them being defense targeting, but the main thing about ground is that any spring traps that do fling your Hog Riders off, you can't really counteract. And we have seen the Queen Charge Hog Riders working quite well within the European region in the ESL Mobile. However, it is a strategy that is not used very often because it can just go horrible due to those spring traps. However, you see the Archer Queen nicely negotiated into that little channel. She will be able to walk right on up towards the central multi. The Barbarian King already knocked out that right compartment, so he's aiming to have the Hog Riders just swoop all of the way around the top, and most likely the Battle Blimp for this Town Hall.
A little bit of a light and limber spread here. Urek still managed to get a perfect Eternal Tome, protecting all of those hogs. I've seen a couple of spring traps go off, but only 3 hogs sent flying. That is really good news for Urek, who just needs to continue dodging them along the back end, and he should be good. He's got a scatter shot to worry about, but holds on to the final 3s, trying to drop it right there, and it is! He does soak 1 shot from the scatter, though, and I don't know if those hogs can take much more punishment, Judo.
I think he got the freeze perfectly there, right to save the Hog Riders at the final moment. And even if they go down at this stage, he is fine with that. He's got the RC ability. He's got the Queen ability. There goes the Royal Champion ability, pinging through the final defenses. You see the healers on a final bit of health, but that is enough to keep the Queen alive. And it will be another 3-star for Vatang. Tribe Gaming now need to respond yet again. Keep going themselves to hope that one of their bases will finally make Vatang crack.
This is so tight and terrifying. They might have taken down a couple of bases from Vatang, but nothing that they can do has been able to stop this Korean squad. Thumbs up, and it's been so many different attack styles. They can come in with a Warden Walk to start, Queen charging in, and with Hog Riders. Wow, you can shut down most meta strats here, but there is nothing that Vatang are unfamiliar with, nothing that they will not utilize to get that 3-star, and that's nothing less than what you'd expect from a team with their sights on the World Championship.
2 more attacks for Vatang, and that could be where they are heading to that final. But we have Eve Maxi, you mentioned before. He has struggled a little bit to get the 3 stars. Arguably, he's been super close with those 299%. But let's see whether he can get it when he really needs to. Oh, there's a tornado trap! And I think the Super Wizards are still okay there, but they are in that tornado. It's rotated them to the Town Hall, but they should still have the distance to avoid the Giga Bomb. A little bit of a let off there, but obviously making sure he popped the Battle Blimp when he needed to.
Eve Maxi missed the triple in the last match against Indian Clashers. The only one in the lineup that prevented the perfect war. Can he be the savior of this squad now to get a 3-star against Vatang, get this pacing back on track, and try to help Tribe salvage this war? 2 more attacks left from Vatang, and you can't rely on any of those to not be 3 stars. It's a big start for a long-haul assault, but Eve Maxi has gone slow in the past. He's got to get pedal to the metal with 3 haste. It's good. Nice positioning and funneling for this start, but can he back it up? A Tesla farm popping up is probably pretty good news for him here, but he needs to take down this air defense and multi-inferno on the bottom side.
Yeah, so far so good. He did deploy just a couple of minions you might see across to the western area of the base. Very helpful in terms of timing, just to clean those buildings up. Royal Champion stepping on into that area. Queen's ability goes off to try and get the bottom multi. Royal Champion does run to the central multi. This is looking fantastic right now. Eve Maxi knocking out this base pretty quick, but time is ticking. When I say pretty quick, I mean the heroes are doing a great job, but now the Lalo has to move in. He's still got that enemy Queen. There is still a lot of base to take down, but the Lalo can be quick, particularly when you've got the haste spells as he does.
He's got nice minions set up for cleanup along the outer edge. It's just going to be up to these balloons to take down those big splash damage defenses. And Eagle Artillery on the last compartment that he'll have to reach. He's going to have to keep that firepower up. It's soaked right now by a Lava Hound, but as it is about to pop, the pup's coming out. We have to get freezes on there until the balloons can finish it off. There's 1 more freeze left. The final haste is out. Eve Maxi with 38 seconds to clean up now. It looks like the final defenses are finished.
The Queen is down on defense. He begins the celebration. He's got 1 archer he can deploy, which he does to try and help speed things up, but it is not even needed. Eve Maxi finding his feet, getting the 3 stars when he really needed to keep Tribe Gaming in this. They are still behind, but they are right there next to Vatang. If Vatang slip up on any one of these attacks and it is below the 95%, it gives Tribe the chance to take this victory.
Cheers to that, Eve Maxi. He knew how important that attack was. I'm sure that the nerves must have been just coursing through his veins, but with a clean and confident finish there, it's just going to be a hop back to the Vatang side of things to see if they get a slip up now. Tribe have done really, really well with a 2-star 95%, their weakest strike so far. If Vatang get anything less than that, the door is wide open to walk on through. Still advantage for Vatang, and coming from the upper bracket, we still expect them to get the win overall. but there is a hope for Tribe Gaming. Can they hold off Diff?
He has been pretty consistent with the Suilala, which is what he is using. His only slip-up in this qualifier was when he decided to use the P.E.K.K.A. Smash in the opening war. And his motto, his advice to everybody at home is don't get stressed, just have fun. I don't know if he can do that, Woody, in this type of matchup. Golden ticket on the line. If he can avoid stress in this situation, then he might need to teach me a thing or two. He is starting out with the Archer Queen diving in towards that Town Hall very nicely. Barbarian King pops the ability down the bottom, but is running out and will not get that scatter shot at the moment. Royal Champion on the Archer Queen, so he's not going to be able to clear out this bottom compartment.
Bit of a tricky start here, and that stress is starting to stack up. But if anyone can handle it, it's going to be Diff. He's a Worlds 2020 semi-finalist among the top 4 teams globally and wants to punch his ticket back to that big event in December. There is just a few precious short weeks to make it there, and without any guarantee at the Last Chance Qualifier, he wants to lock it away now while it's still easily grabbed in the upper bracket. Rage on through. It's the La Lune strike coming in with a stone slammer to start this big push-off. We've got another centralized multi-target Inferno, and the Loons are starting to path on in. Freeze is out with defensive skeletons in the sky. They're going to start chopping away. An air bomb as well. The multi survives.
Oh my word, that is huge for Tribe Gaming. He does have a heal spell, but running out of balloons right now. They are all on the board, so he's going to have to use that heal spell pretty soon. Freezes up the scatter shot. There is the heal to try and boost them back up. You see the Grand Warden and the Owl looming next to the multi-target Inferno. Will they try and take that down? Balloons hitting even more red air bombs, Woody, and they are history. You see the stress setting in right now, and this attack does not look like it is going to be close to the 95%.
Wow, congratulations to Nebrax. This is exactly what Tribe had been hoping for so long against an opponent who has just been on the top of his game. Diff finally finding too much trouble to be able to finish this one off. A 2-star, and with the percentage below that 95% set previously by Tribe, there is now an opening. 2-star 88% gives Tribe a possibility for a 7% lead if they can triple here and now.
Getting the defense is one thing. Taking advantage of it and getting your own 3-star is another. They have Evechek and Kronos left to go. Kronos, who is 11 for 11 in the pre-qualifier and this qualifier. Evechek only finding the 1 3-star though, but it was in that previous matchup. So maybe he can continue that form. Either way, it is Evechek. It is his favorite strategy, the P.E.K.K.A. Smash. And the pressure he has right now must be immense. If he gets the 3-star, Tribe Gaming take the percentage lead. Here we go, Woody.
They've bought a little bit more time for their pinch hitter. Exosist and Kronos, the top strikers. Kronos leading in for the final hit. Can Evechek, who got a miss in the war against ZBB AOE on a 2-star 86%, but followed up strong against Indian Clashers to move on along. Will he be able to echo the showing that we also saw from Eve Maxi, another player who, just as his Eve brother, has had a little bit of trouble in the past, nonetheless came in over the top to get the 3-star. P.E.K.K.A. Smash here with 4 P.E.K.K.A.s. It's going to be super powered with 2 jumps over a lot of internal compartments here. It's not really going to be a problem about funneling. It's not even going to be a problem about firepower. Can he just knock down the crucial targets that he has to keep them all up and alive? We've got scatter shots in the back, a single target Inferno, well protected by multiple heroes. This is going to be a lot of DPS to power through in the core, Judo.
Look at that King's ability. So important to just flush out the buildings on the left-hand side. Make sure the P.E.K.K.A. step in towards the center. It always makes me nervous when they attack from the complete opposite side of the base, even though I know they have to do that, and I know that these pros have it well under control. Evechek obviously feeling relatively confident using that Royal Champion from the top.
Didn't get the freeze on the Inferno, and that's going to cost him a P.E.K.K.A. Big commitment there by Echek. Maybe he's hanging on to that freeze for the Town Hall there. Does drop the first one up, and they're hopping over walls. They're knocking down scatter shots. Archer Queen getting some fantastic value with really long range out there, while the Royal Champion along the left side will get a stab at the scatter.
Oh, the P.E.K.K.A. go left, which is perfect, but the Archer Queen get to that Town Hall. He's waiting on the ability so that she will lock to the Town Hall. Unfortunately, the Royal Champion might end up going towards that poison, but the Archer Queen does get the Town Hall. The Royal Champion is stepping on through. Does he have enough here? You can see he is worried. 40 seconds. I'm not sure he's got the time to get through. The Archer Queen has to stay alive. The Royal Champion could get up to the Wizard Tower, but I think time is his main factor right now,
Dodge
Woody.
the poison! Oh, she walks right into it. A bomb, two bombs go off, but the Queen is still up and alive. She'll be able to pat down through the hole in the wall down at the bottom side of the base. Another bomb goes off, and she just has a sliver of health hanging on. No! The tiny bombs kill the Queen. Regicide and Tribe Gaming are left without the damage necessary for the triple.
I don't think he would have got that, even if the Archer Queen stayed alive. 97%. Again, Tribe Gaming find themselves behind. It is not over yet. If they do get a defense in the next attack, then their main hitter, the star of the show, Kronos, could get them the victory. But if Vatang 3-star, they are going with the golden ticket in towards the finals, Woody. It all comes down to this next attack.
Right, you are, Judo. This is a really impressive percentage pickup, though, for Tribe Gaming, a squad that is not going to be down a star, but off the percentage that they've been able to just barely lose there, 3% here, 5% there, they are actually ahead on that race. So anything short of a 3-star by Vatang does mean that Tribe have got an easy shot here. Even a 2-star 99% is no good for Vatang.
It is not, but this is where Vatang were when they faced Tribe Gaming in that opening match, and Landslotter did get the 3 stars. The pressure on him again. Yeti Blimp getting some brilliant value there, not needing to use the Rage spell either, so able to create pathing for his Archer Queen. And let's find out what he's doing. He's got one of the wall breaks to get in towards the scatter shot, and then he could even jump the Archer Queen across to the Town Hall if he really wants to. Let's find out what he is going to do as she steps up into this most northern compartment.
Take it easy, Lancelot. Nice snipe there for a couple of unprotected buildings, but the Queen is now really vulnerable, taking a lot of fire. That damage is really stacking up quick. Forces out the ability, and Lancelot, even with the rage on those healers, can't keep his own Queen topped off.
Ooh, the ability going off is not the worst thing, but he would have liked that for over by the Town Hall area. You see he's charging towards an Expo that is firing at the Queen, another Expo to the left of the Town Hall. You have the Clan Castle coming out, the Grand Warden statue. There is so much damage. The poison moves in. The Archer Queen has to get quite far through here in order to make sure he can secure that Town Hall. Now the Barbarian King will move on in to try and absorb some of the damage from the Archer Queen. Starts the Laloon to the left-hand side, knows that time is ticking, and he needs the 3-star, so he cannot take any risks here, Woody.
I think the second rage in this Queen charge was really overcommitted, didn't hardly help out at all against those CC troops, and he is going to really be wishing that he had extra 2-spell capacity for this back end. Eternal Tome now dropped for the balloons, nice and safe from lots of splash damage, but the scatter shot is locked on. Needs to get that down quickly, trying to dodge shots. He did it! I don't even think he took a big shot at all from those balloons. They're still well protected by the life aura from this Grand Warden. Meanwhile, the Archer Queen is still safe and sound out back. The healers are topping her back up. This is a big strike. Lancelot from Vatang knows the 3 stars to win. They might just have it here and now.
He is grinning. He is smiling. The celebrations roll in as he deploys the last couple of balloons. It will be the 3 stars, and Vatang get their golden ticket into the finals. Tribe Gaming can come so close, but they have been knocked out again by Vatang. Their 2 defeats in this qualifier, both falling to the might of the Korean Giants.
Let's go, Lanslada! Pump your fist and hear the battle cry, because that was exactly what your squad needed. It is all over now. Victoriously marching forward, this Korean army cannot be denied their golden ticket. One more strike from the ever-indomitable Kronos from beyond the grave. A Halloween special. He is a dead man walking, just a skeleton, but a big mighty brain inside to lead one last strike. Show us what you got, Kronos. This is your time to shine.
Can he go 12 for 12? That would be so impressive. Now, looking at the center of the base there, he has got a little bit of damage. I wasn't even looking when he used the lightning spells, to be honest. I was not focused on that area of the base, so I'm not sure exactly what happened there, Woody. I'm not sure if you've seen, but I presume he intended that to go down.
Yeah, unfortunate start here, and a bit unusual for a player who has had so many successes in the past. Might have signaled that he was spending more time, since he's the 5th and final attacker for Tribe, trying to come up with something, but coming up short. Nonetheless, there is still a lot left to salvage for this strike. The Queen in the bottom corner will cleanly get that Town Hall down, and there's been a lot of value from the Sui dive along the bottom left side as well. Throws out an invisibility to protect that Royal Champion from the skeletons that are swarming all about, and wow, a big Tesla farm meets her right next. She could get some value here, popping down even more point defenses, which could cause problems for these balloons on the back end. Here they come in now.
You can see how quickly he is scrolling and deploying all of those loons. Tornado Trap does catch a couple of the lava pups, but so far, not pulling any of those balloons in. Just the one finally gets pulled in. Oh, but he's lured the Clan Castle troops now as well, Woody. With the rocket balloons moving out, you see red A-bombs going to the lava pups is very helpful as these balloons move in towards the center. The Grand Warden ability catching most of the balloons, but he is running short now, and he's still got a lot of splash defenses to get through.
I think he's looking fine. Just that multi-target Inferno in the center has caused so many problems for so many attackers, unable to get the first one down on the first stab. Those balloons still were able to clean it up, and they make their way to the second one now. It's a single target Inferno on the other end, and that Royal Champion just seems to have done enough work on that left corner to give these balloons all the pressure and time that they need. They path on in, but they finally are finished. Excellent work to Kronos. The pups and the minions will try their best to clean up, but this is going to come just short of the 3-star. Maybe if he had gotten that multi-inferno in the core right next to the clan castle, this would have been the triple. But at least he can go home knowing that the loss wasn't due to him alone. 12 stars for Tribe, but it's 14 stars for Vatang, the Korean squad, with the golden ticket.
Fantastic job to Vatang. They join the rest of the teams you see on the screen. But Tribe Gaming do indeed upgrade from their wildcard ticket to the silver ticket. I think they will be relatively happy with that. I know they had their sights set on the golden ticket, but the silver ticket is definitely an upgrade from where they were last month. What an incredible performance we've had from all of the teams, but Vatang really putting up their best when it was needed here in the final, Woody.
The number 1 seed and the number 6 seed, from the top and the bottom, you can clearly tell that every team that made it here is super qualified and very well deserving of the prizes that they've earned. Thousands of dollars awarded to even our 5th and 6th place teams. It's $5K. So up on the very top with $15,000 and a golden ticket, Vatang are so pleased with how that went. But because that was our last match of the day, We are now moving on. Let's bring Carbon Finn to break that war down.
Absolutely, what a war. Congratulations to Vitang getting that golden ticket. But what I want to break down is going to be Exorcist, just because he's doing the P.E.K.K.A smash when not sending the P.E.K.K.As and Super Wizards in with the healers. Let's go ahead and play this and take a look at what he's going to be able to get. So the big thing in an attack like this is that your Super Wizards need to be protected. And notice we have the multi-target Inferno that is towards the bottom side of this base. He's going to charge his queen to go into this scatter shot and then towards the town hall. But the multi-target Inferno, remember, it has 6 Inferno beams. So if you are tanking all those Inferno beams, then the Super Wizards will not get hit. So what is he going to do? Well, he's going to set up a little bit of a funnel by taking out this gold mine right here. And then he's going to be able to push his King and P.E.K.K.A's Ice Golem Super Wizards all through this bottom section while his queen is going through here. And then that's where the blimp is going to come in for. That blimp is going to go straight into the core towards the multi-target Inferno. So let's go and speed it up a little bit here. You'll be able to see there's the king, and then the P.E.K.K.As come through here, and the Super Wizards are not getting hit by this multi-target Inferno. That is the important thing right here. We'll go ahead and zoom in down here, and all the beams are being tanked, are being absorbed by everything else. So these Super Wizards are perfectly safe. While this blimp goes into the core, everything down here is continuing its charge around the base, while the queen is securing the town hall on the top side. So you really have to think when you do an attack strategy like this, if you aren't going to be sending your P.E.K.K.As and Super Wizards together with the healers, then you need to find a way to protect your Super Wizards by having enough troops. If that requires more Ice Golems, all the P.E.K.K.As and the King to tank those shots to protect the Super Wizards, then it can work just like this. And obviously having that Royal Champion come towards the bottom side to help assist, and usually you tend to see the Royal Champion being used a little bit later towards the back end of the base, because many times in attacks like these, the Royal Champion is what clutches up the 3-star. But Tribe Gaming will still be getting a silver ticket, which is an upgrade from the wild card, so they are still happy that they got that. But congratulations again to Vitang getting that golden ticket. But every single one of these players has been putting on a show, Judo.
Absolutely. I think they have all got to go away from here with their heads held high, really put on great performances. And also the base builders in the background. We've seen some incredible defenses. So let's briefly have a look at one of those defenses from that previous matchup so that we can just dive into it a little bit more deeply. So looking at this base, we do get to see the traps. And what do you make of this one, Carbon?
Yeah, we got a bunch of red air bombs right towards the clan castle, but this was the base that we saw EveCheck time fail on. Unfortunately, didn't have the cleanup wizards to help grab the storages really towards the left side, and look how spread out it is, right? So it takes quite a bit of time in order to push your way through, and there are the storages that didn't go down the wizard trying to get over there as the Royal Champion is continuing towards the bottom side. But it's a beautiful job from Vitang. Their defense is held strong, and I guess they are just one team that Tribe is struggling to beat. That's 2 times now that Vitang has defeated Tribe here in the qualifiers, and definitely deserve that golden ticket.
They certainly did, but I think it's time to welcome back our co-caster, Itsu, so we can wrap things up here, take a little bit of a look at the bracket and how everything panned out. What did you make of that final matchup, though, Itsu?
That was just incredible. All of those attacks, really nicely planned, and as Carbon just said, a really well-deserved victory for Vitang at the end. Really clean attacks from both sides, but Vitang at the end just way cooler under the pressure, I would say.
Yeah, you can see them just moving right through that upper bracket. Didn't have to play nearly as many matches as Tribe Gaming to get to that point. You can see the stars as well that were gained across all of the matches, and it has been a fantastic weekend of Clash. We will certainly be taking a little bit of a look, with this being our last qualifier, at all of the teams who have been shaping up towards the finals, and it's certainly going to be an interesting one, Woody.
Oh yeah, it absolutely will. And especially taking a look at the 2020 Clash of Clans World Championship, seeing fully 4 of the 6 teams from last year return and get another golden ticket to qualify. Taking a look at Existence now retransitioned into Tompanai Empire. The only 2 new teams that we have now are JX Tiger and Bad Zinger. All the other 4 squads have been there in the past. Very experienced, and even 11 Original, which was in the 2020 World Finals, has got a silver ticket and another opportunity to qualify as well. Very stable, high-level, experienced squads that we have coming up for our December World Finals.
Yes, and we certainly have a lot of teams in the running at the last chance as well. But why don't we recap all of those teams for you at home? The golden ticket winners first, the ones that progress direct into the finals. We had Alternate Attacks, Tompanai Empire, Queen Walkers, JX Tiger, Bad Zinger, and joining them is Vatang. Let's take a look at the silver ticket winners as well. And Itsu, do you want to maybe talk us through the teams that we will be seeing?
Yeah, would be my pleasure. So the silver ticket winners are MCS, like a fan favorite for sure. 11 Original are returning from last year, as you said. Carnage Gaming getting the silver ticket in Season 3. Torilla Tavantan, QSFN, and now the Season 6 Tribe Gaming. And this is going to be a lot of good teams battling for the last 2 remaining golden tickets, because even though we have already 6 golden ticket winners, there's going to be 2 more, right, Judo?
There certainly is. So with those silver tickets, we also have the wild cards, and you can see them all battle it out in the Last Chance Qualifier on November the 13th and 14th to see who will be grabbing the final 2 golden tickets to the World Finals, which, speaking of, will be taking place on December the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th. 3 days of Clash of Clans. We will have to find out who wins those final golden tickets in the Last Chance Qualifier. So much to look forward to. But as we close out here, any final thoughts on this weekend? Let's go to yourself first, Carbon.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible to see Vatang come from the very far left. They didn't have a bye this month, won 4 wars, and took that golden ticket. It's amazing to see a lot of returning faces from the very first season of the World Championship, the second, and now here is Season 3. Incredible stuff that we have a lot of amazing teams coming back together. Just incredible stuff, and well-deserved again for Vatang.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I think the diversity of attacks we've seen across this weekend is what excited me. Itsu, anything from yourself in terms of closing thoughts?
No, I think it's just really impressive how Vatang did this, because I feel like they were so well prepared. Just in this last base, which you guys highlighted, you saw the traps, right? Out of the Black Mines at the top side, only against P.E.K.K.A. Smash, they 100% knew that tribe is going to attack this base with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash, and they were 100% right, getting into the mind of their opponents, and this is what gave them the golden ticket at the end of this weekend. So really impressive job by them, and that's just overall a really solid performance.
Yeah, I think both attacking specifically, they were putting up high walls all of the time, but their defenses as well, like you said, really coming in strong. How about yourself, Woody, and maybe closing us out from the show?
Oh, it would be my pleasure, Judo. Fantastic anticipatory planning by Vatang. That is what really helps them to stand out as our 6th and final golden ticket winner. This was our last regular qualifier of the 2021 Clash of Clans World Championship season. We really appreciate all the viewers who came in to view these matches and cheer on their favorite squads, which have put up such an amazing battle over the past months. We are going to be nearly finished, but have that Last Chance Qualifier in 3 months, so that we hope that you will tune into that and follow us here, subscribe, and tune in over at Clash of Clans Esports on Twitter and elsewhere in the social media world, where you can get more details about other esports events in the Clash world. But that $1 million prize pool, the big kahuna, the big crown to give to the final last standing team still is out there. We are so excited to bring that show to you in just a few short weeks. So thanks very much for being with us here today. Big appreciation as well to Supercell for running this production even through the pandemic. It like goes without saying at this point, we've been through this for so long, but we have an amazing show and excellent entertainment to bring to you during all of it, and we are so pleased to be able to do so. Hats off as well to my co-casters as well. It's an amazing honor to be with you guys. So that'll be it for us today. Thanks very much. Until next time, Clash on.